Hello and welcome to King's Campaign 2, Curse of the Dragon Goddess. We are back, continuing the story of the Veil Walkers, where we last left off. They were still in the city of Urnfold, after having defeated the Worm Speaker near in vain, and having slain another Worm Speaker, claiming another Mask of the Dragon, bringing their score up to 3 of 5 now. The Veil Walkers sadly realized they were without a missing map piece, but that's okay. Their good friend, the Assassin, who hates Fae, he has the missing map piece.
Love that
And
guy.
after a nice little traversal through the night, Zelia found herself alone in the middle of the city, ambushed by the assassin. A brutal battle between the two went underway as Zelia was able to hold her own, though unable to witness more of the magical power that the assassin contained. Eventually, the other Veil Walkers, awoken with a fright after hearing a message of scrying from their missing comrade, racing to save her, they encountered the assassin too. And although his blades were fierce and his spells were powerful, he quickly found himself overwhelmed by the majority of the numbers. So he unleashed something they had never seen before, the spell that allowed him to stop time. Claiming that he would be unable to injure them or the spell would end, he used it to retreat into the night after sustaining serious injury. Eventually the spell dropped, but the Veil Walkers were aware of now the assassin's true power. Eventually, Lloydian, for some reason, shipped a mail carrier package to them, which contained their missing comrade Sheldon, who is now reunited with the party after viciously throwing up. With the Veil Walkers team complete once again, they decided to do some internal investigating, talking to their contact, Delan Winterhound, as well as eventually getting a meeting with one of the princes through discussions with various powerful magic users in the city. They realized one of the only prospects that would be able to cast time magic might be Prince Rinthrop. After discussing things with him, several clues led to the quite strong possibility that he is the assassin. However, attacking him in the palace would prove ineffective, so the Veil Walkers decided to bide their time. Eventually, they went to go catch up with there's a lot I have to remember here. The mentor, the mentor and master to Arius, another iconic blade singer, Flowen Eldi. He, after meeting him once before, deciding to seek out his help, they went to his humble little abode and found it engulfed in flames. Arius, not wanting to risk the safety of his master, charged right through the flames, seeing Flowen beaten down and iced to the ground of his own house, claiming that the assassin was there to deal with him before he could work his own effects. Through the help of some new spells and their comrade returning them, they were able to douse the flames enough for Arius to bash away the ice, free Flowen, before the house went up completely. The night quickly ended where everyone decided to, against Flowen's request of just simply leaving him for he could probably handle himself, they decided to spend the night in this nurse's cottage and decide to watch over one another until now the approaching dawn. With 55 days remaining until the curse that has branded the Veil Walkers will corrupt their souls and make them obey the Dragon Goddess, they're running short on time as things start to heat up more and more. Anyways, Veil Walkers, I leave it up to you now. You awaken.
Maybe the Veil Walkers.
You awaken the next morning, still in Urnfold.
No way.
In the nurse's little cottage, Flowen slowly healing from his injuries. What are the next steps?
I think Zelia, in the morning, as promised, would go to Lucian. Be like, after he wakes up, of course, not while he's still asleep.
She just sits by the foot of his bed like a cat watching
waiting
him.
next to you.
He wakes up, he's like, I hope you weren't there, like, watching all that. He's like, no, it's fine.
I like watching you sleep.
Oh my god.
You sleep so soundly.
It was
Were you
almost if you
dreaming?
were dead. I found it rather interesting.
Zelia didn't brush her teeth. Just want to point out.
I got a stank breath.
Hey, are you awake?
Hey babe, good night, huh?
So, how are you doing?
Well,
I'm doing great, thank you.
Oh my god, that's
For fuck's
disgusting.
sake.
30 38 minutes in, by the way. 30 minutes in.
To be fair, I do apologize for being late. I did have work engagements going on.
Of course.
And
That is
it's
no
That's
excuse
why
to
I'm
miss
late.
out.
To be
That's
fair,
true.
Swagger was there. He's like, "Hey, do you wanna watch over the video with me? Like, make sure it's like really good to go. Like, so we can like watch it over together like a team thing." I was like, "I would love to, but I hope you're aware that I have like D&D going on. I'm addicted to the shit." He's like, "Oh shit, my bad, bro."
That's
I was
what
like,
he
"Yeah,
said.
I've done my job. I'm gonna go play a game now."
Do you pay me
I'm off the clock,
overtime?
boy.
Do I get overtime?
Clock out time's dice rolling time. Let's go.
Yep.
I'm done. All right.
Yeah,
So-
Lucian will be awake.
Okay, cool. Yeah, fire. So, you want to go and see how she's doing?
Yeah, that would actually be lovely. Thank you.
Want to go see my vaginas?
Oh my god! Are you really offering? Really?
I hate it
my
when he
God.
does this voice. I hate it when he does this voice. I hate it whenever I want to gouge my eyes out, man.
Why your eyes? You'll still be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, my dearest Eladrin princess! I'll howl at the moon for you! Oh!
I'm preparing the spell.
That's it.
Zelia suddenly has power word kill one time. Uses it on Lucian.
Surely divine intervention can make that work.
Oh, probably.
Your goddess is very reasonable.
Kill him!
All right. Do you want to do it here, or do you want to look at it in private?
Well, in private if possible. If that's okay, of course.
This is for you, so of course. And then we'll look for something. I don't know how the thing looks like inside, but there's probably like a hidden, like a unused room or something.
There's
nearby,
other
I assume.
rooms, yeah, rooms where nobody's in or anything right now. The nurse is just attending to Flowen at this time. Thank you for the lurk, by the way. And so yeah, you guys can just slip off to some place, you know, a little dark room,
Yeah.
little storage room kind of thing.
Oh, dark. Who's that talking about dark? Oh, damn. All right, then in the room, Zelia will pull out the crystal ball that she has, and then she look at Lucian and be like, "Okay, so you're looking for Eleanor, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I need the
Oh,
picture of you that you
pendant.
had. Yes,
Sorry,
the pendant, please.
And he'll take that off and he'll hand it to her.
Okay.
She's very pretty, it seems.
Back when I was younger, we were practically inseparable. She used to take the piss and call me a shadow.
Yeah, I can see that. And then she'd start Zelia would start making hand movements around the crystal ball, trying to cast Scrying on Eleanor, who has a -1 on this wisdom saving throw because of the modifiers of the items and everything.
Okay. So that's a 13.
She fails. We can now, for 10 minutes, I think it's 10 minutes. Yes, 10 minutes, see, pretty much, I think it's through her eyes. You can see and hear through the sensors as if you were aware. On a failed save. Yes, it's an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target that we can see and hear through, as if we were there. So?
Okay, so you can see the space she's in. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, again, it's an invisible sensor within 10 feet of her that moves with her. A creature that can see invisible objects can see the sensor. Yeah, and through the sensor we can see and hear as if we were actually right there currently.
Okay. Well, it's where she is at. It is still early in the morning, as it appears. So she's still in bed. But it is her. Her lengthy hair kind of draped over her, covers pulled up. The sun is starting to shoot through the window. I will say you note that her eyes around them appear to be a bit red and puffy, as if she has gotten over crying recently. And in her hand, she holds some sort of pendant of her own in it. It's really hard to make out because she's got a tight grip on it, but that's like the one thing that drapes out of her hand as it like lays across the bed. It's the one part of her that's not covered up. She doesn't look like she's having a very good dream. But for over the course of those 10 minutes, she just is still asleep. Although you see the occasional flicker of frustration beneath those closed eyelids.
God, I wish I could be there to just do something. I'm glad that she's safe, but... God.
Do you know where she is?
King, will I recognize the room?
Yes, it is. It is her bedroom. Maybe a little updated from when you last remember, but it still appears she is on the family estate. So
I recognize that room well. Admittedly, there's a few changes, but that's definitely her bedroom.
Well then, maybe you can, go and visit her again soon.
Yeah, I think it's well overdue. If it's gonna come
You gotta
to that,
step up.
I know. After seeing Cassandra and Evelina again, I realized that I can't keep cowering away from things, and I'm just kind of worried how she'll react if she sees, this.
She'll probably punch you for leaving her.
I wouldn't hold it against her. She could kick my ass any day.
But no, I think she'd be happy to see you. And I think you kind of owe it to her.
Yeah.
As this is happening, Sheldon walks in, seeing the crystal ball. Hey, are you using that crystal ball for anything?
Yes. Just give us a second, please. Spend a lot of time covering stuff up with humor, and suddenly you get a heartfelt moment, and... yeah, but, yeah. Definitely gonna need to go see her at some point. Hopefully within the next 50 or so days, in case we can't get this fixed.
Do you think we can't get this rid of?
I believe in us, but considering... I'm gonna be honest, I'm covering up most of my own anxieties and insecurities with the fact that my arm glows blue and red sometimes. I'm gonna be real with you. I am covering up everything with humor and anger, and it works, but I'm gonna be honest, I am dreading the possibility that Tiamat comes along and proceeds to claw fuck us.
That very weird description. Never say it again.
Okay.
Okay.
That's an image I never want to see again.
Tell me about it.
I thought Zoe and Lucia went to like a separate room.
Yeah, but
Sheldon
apparently
walked
Sheldon
in.
just walked in. Yeah, Sheldon just
Walked
like...
into a random room that he had no idea you guys were actually in.
Yeah.
She probably heard us
something
like talk
that.
through maybe talk through the door or something.
I mean,
That's
it's
what
not a
I assume.
huge house. It's reasonable that like if he's like, "Oh, where'd they go?" and then hears you behind like some door or whatever. So
Yeah.
Just threw me off the way that was presented. That's all.
Jeez, Reno, main character syndrome much or what? Like,
That's why I like to.
fuck
type
their
my
privacy. I know where they are at all times. I'm just kidding.
So,
I am
like, so
omnipotent.
you check your pocket and find a tracking device.
An Apple AirTag in this timeline?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, it's Sheldon. Sheldon is a bit slow.
I know. Trust me, I
Literally,
know.
figuratively, mentally, every way could possibly be slow.
Every irritably.
Oh.
The only quick thing about Sheldon is next day delivery, it seems.
Apparently.
That's more Lloydian than
Sheldon
anything.
is just sitting here like, oh, this was a very private and intimate moment. Oh.
Turns out
That reminds me of my private and intimate moment.
You guys remember when I trauma dumped? Good times.
it turns out, like I just picture in my mind like this dark room that you're in, and then it just you see the door open, Sheldon just
a
flicks on
silhouette
the
of
light.
him.
Sheldon just flicks on the light, and then it turns out you're actually in the laundry room. There's just some guy in the corner doing his laundry, like you heard the entire thing.
Dude, just go visit your sister. Gosh, yeah.
Look, I don't want to pry. It's none of my fucking business, but I think you should just go do it, okay? Don't be a pussy.
Yeah.
My God.
Well, just know it around your friends. You don't have to hold up any fake visages. That's for the enemies. Do not show any weakness to anyone out there that were carefully taken care of.
I would hug you out of appreciation, but the turtle's watching.
Can I use? I would like to use.
Alright,
Since hold on. Since Sheldon is still in the room or like at the hall doorway, can I use thaumaturgy to shut the door closed? Like
Okay,
it just
sure.
slams the door.
You hear? Okay, Sheldon. You hear them say that, and you just see. "Eek." And then there's some light rustling in there that makes you ever so slightly uncomfortable.
Hey, yo.
Y'all ever seen Big Bang Theory?
Yeah,
No.
I wish I didn't, but yeah.
it's funny.
Zelia.
Celia.
Zelia.
Celia.
Zelia.
Oh my god.
What is it, Sheldon? I mean, yeah. His name fits and everything.
I want to use the crystal ball.
Mom
Mom said it's my time with the crystal ball.
Arius, how long does intercourse take? That's not what's happening in here.
You
I'd
think?
love it because that fucking that fucking question becomes so out of context. You're like, why in the fuck are you asking me that?
Will you have a son?
But yeah, after that.
Is intercourse considered a short rest?
There is nothing restful
That's an
about this, I
activity.
promise.
I would
There's
assume
absolutely
not.
not a single thing
Nobody's
restful about
resting.
that.
You
My
burn calories,
God.
it's not a rest. So
Unless it turns out that like Lucian's like a pillow princess, then he's resting. But
okay.
For the next 10 minutes, you get a modifier, an extra modifier to your intelligence rolls.
yeah, a -2 to every intelligence check.
All
that
right,
you
we're
make.
moving on. We're moving
It's
on.
Okay, yeah.
It's
Unless
a
Lucian
party.
has something to
We
say,
already have
we
less
say we
time.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Of course,
like,
of course.
he's like all he wanted was like just a hug and just just be like, I appreciate you, and I cannot state that enough.
I do too. You saved my life, after all.
And with that, like, Lucian will like disengage from the hug and just like pick up the ball and just. Shall we give this to the fucking turtle before he starts banging on the door?
Yeah, just you do it, though. I don't want to talk to him.
Okay, I don't blame you. How about that? He'll open the door and he'll just like put the fucking glass orb in Sheldon's hand. Just be fucking careful with that. I think it cost a lot. I can't remember.
Alright, I just needed this to test something that I've been thinking about. I may be able to use a specific spell to locate something from the cult.
Why is
Oh.
it sticky?
He drops it. That's what I need to test if it breaks or not. Yeah.
Well, yeah, by all means, like, if you think you got a plan up your sleeve, then I'm gonna let you see what you can do.
What are
but-
you trying to locate?
Well, I've been thinking since at least I've never done this before, so I wanted to just use this spell on something that I like to have a general idea on how to locate, i.e. Lloydian, using my quarterstaff that he gave to me. But in future we might be able to use this spell to, locate someone like Severin.
We do not do that.
No, we've tried that before, and if I recall correctly, Zelia said that if we continue to try our luck with this, it might actually put a target on our back because Tiamat will be aware of what we're doing.
Oh.
Yes. So
you
do not
guys have done
use
this
it on
before?
anyone. Yes, I've known about this. I can show you how to do it as well if you don't know like exactly how it works.
I would appreciate that, but I have a feeling this spell might be quite draining on one's energy, so maybe another
Yeah.
time.
Okay. Well, if you don't need the crystal ball, can I have it back until you need it?
I hand it back.
Thank you.
I have the talking ball.
Yeah, you have the pillow. You may speak. Yeah.
Well, if you want to give it a try, let me know. I can help you guide through your first time.
Alright, I appreciate that. But good to know that we shouldn't use it on someone like Severin. Just
Yeah.
that my idea of that was not a good one if you guys have already tried it. I suppose you guys did that while I returned to Turtle?
We did that actually on the way here in the carriage, didn't we?
Oh.
Yes, I tried it a few times. Hasn't worked a single time because we need more of him.
Do we have anything
Severin.
of the assassin, perhaps, that we could try and locate the assassin?
Yes. I gave Zelia, she's got some fabric if I recall correctly, and I gave her an empty bullet casing which I'd put some of his blood into.
Yes, we have pretty much everything we need to hopefully consistently figure out where he is. But I think we should do that when we're all together as a group.
Yeah, we'll wait till everyone else is awake. We'll kind of convene in like the dining room or whatever, and then we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind giving that spell a try for that.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, shall we go see if the others are awake and see if we can get us on a roll? I kind of want to know who I should be putting a bullet in.
Oh, you and me both. God. And with that, we'll go to see to the dining room or whatever and wait for everyone else to be awake as well.
Okay.
I'm in the dining room, just
Oh,
kind
hell
of,
yeah.
just kind
Yeah.
of munching.
I'm in porridge.
I mean, oh my god, you just do the voice from now on. Holy shit. I'll just send you the voice lines and you can just sort of do them. Throw in like the occasional fourth wall break and you'll do fine.
Looks at the camera. The proposal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm also sitting in the dining room with Spaztalk working on one of the gold jade rings that I picked up from Nirenthal.
Actually, it's Aaron Vane.
Yeah. Who the fuck's
Nirenthal,
Nirenthal?
Nirenthal, fucking whatever.
Huh,
All
the
sound
green guy.
goddamn same.
huh, the guy who's fucking dead right now, that's who.
He's dead, it doesn't matter anymore.
The irrelevant loser, that's who I'm talking about. Huh, next time try not dying.
Yeah, Zelia.
Damn.
Are we talking about Zelia dying?
Of course
You are
not.
so slow, man.
No, I just had.
Oh my god, new edit.
Oh, right,
Zelia
okay.
dead yet again. I love the little sub headline.
The watermark.
Yeah.
Next time this happens, you have to remove the breaking news part, though.
Yeah.
If it happens
Average
more than
news.
5, yeah, it's news.
This just in. A
Daily
thing nobody
reminder.
cares about because it happens every week.
that's fucking awful. Daily reminder. Zelia dead.
In our hearts for about 5 seconds.
Again.
Oh,
Zelia's dead. Sponsors the weather.
Get your Zelia's Dead t-shirt today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Breaking news: Zelia's dead. In other news, the sky is blue.
And water is wet? This is insane.
Up
What's
next,
7?
sports.
Yeah.
At this
Back to
point,
Quidditch.
Zelia is deader than the walking zombie that we have.
And here's Spaz Talk
I mean,
with
to
the
be fair-
weather. I thought you said feather. He's holding the feather.
I mean, to
Oh,
be
yeah.
fair, Zelia and I are tied in terms of deaths right now. So
Are we? No, you have one, right?
I have 2. My original
When did you have,
my original
Oh,
death
yeah.
and the one that I had to that fucking creature in the keep.
Well, I'll take first spot after the session. Okay, I'll die again.
It's gonna be a competition towards the end of it.
Like the thing is, this session she's not even gonna like let anything else kill her. Like by the end of the combat encounter, she's gonna stab herself.
The funny thing about it too, though, is like me dying has like way less ramifications than you dying, because I'll come back like
That's why I don't
without
target
any
you.
conditions.
Like,
Just kidding.
like we
Wait.
run into the assassin, stands like behind Zelia. The game was rigged from the start.
That's the ultimate joke. It's a TPK, but like, but Arius is the only one alive, and he has to live with the fact that all of his friends are fucking just permanently
My
dead.
fucking god. Dog. Anyways, at the dining table. So, any
So?
plans for the day?
I was gonna go
Let's see.
bowling.
I take it we're gonna be looking more into this assassin's whereabouts.
I would like to, yeah.
So what's the plan?
Well, oh, do you want to explain it, Sheldon?
Well, before we go any further, can I just ask, what's our general consensus or general thoughts
what?
on the
Consensus is the word. you're looking for, big
consensus?
man.
But I can't pronounce that.
That's
okay.
alright. I understand.
I honestly, my common isn't as good as my my dwarven, but
Or your draconic.
You're kinda- yeah,
my-
damn it! I was gonna say that.
there's you know, I don't get why you keep raising me to that standard. You know I can't speak that language. That's just rude.
I know, that's why I do it.
Spaz talk.
Yeah. But anyway, what's our general thoughts on the prince anyway?
I think there's a very likely chance that he's suspicious based on the fact that he's one of the few time users in the city. And the fact that he has a wealthy knowledge and skill set that would go alongside the acrobatics of the assailant who attacked us the other night.
Not to mention resources as well.
Yeah, if he wanted to cover up something, he probably could, but also, if he wanted to use this as an excuse to then seal off the Fae for a temporary period of time and then indefinitely extend it if the threat was to continue, then he would have the means to, because of his position in power.
It's just funny though. I mean, if you were trying to hide something, you wouldn't be openly showcasing it to a few random people coming around asking questions, no? I mean, obviously, I mean, it's not out of the realm of debate, but like, it's a bit odd, right?
He did seem pretty open about most of his skills and some of the other things he was willing to let loose if he did recognize us.
Yeah.
See, while I get that point, I feel like it might be a matter of keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Let them believe that he's smarter than that. Like you know, that he wouldn't let that information slip. You know?
Yeah. Like,
If he is,
carry on. Sorry, Arius.
well, if he is the assassin, then he must think we're pretty fucking done then.
He wouldn't be wrong, would he, though?
No, not really.
He's at least right about half of us.
Yeah, half of us.
Yeah, Zelia and Sheldon. Anyway, so
Hi, Lip.
hi. So anyway, I think the idea is that we do need more. We need to ask more questions, which leads us to this blood and this funny little ball. What's the plan?
Well, so it turns out that Sheldon also has the means to cast a spell that Zelia can, which allows us to see who the DNA and such comes from.
Right.
Which means that if we're able to use a spell and Sheldon manages to make it go off without a hitch, without it potentially fucking up, we will see who the culprit is, because it will take us right to the source of the DNA itself.
You're putting a lot of pressure on me.
That's why I said I'm hoping you don't fuck up.
You'll be
I'm-
fine. The blood and everything is gonna make us so easy. Don't worry.
I'm praying to several gods that aren't even allowed to be worshipped in Alakara.
I have, and I mean with the utmost emphasis that I can put on this, very limited knowledge whenever it comes to magic. But the observation method that this thing uses, well, it does have a presence at the other end where it is invisible, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that somebody who has an aptitude for magic, like the assassin, well, I'm sure they might be able to see and recognize the signs of this.
Good.
It's a possibility, but
Show him that we're coming. Show him that we're
Alright.
actively looking for him.
all
It's a
right.
risk, but it's something we might need to take at this point, lest we keep running around like chickens with our heads cut off.
So, I have a follow-up question. Actually, I'm gonna direct this at King because I want to run this by King first of all, out of character. So,
Oh boy.
no, actually, no. Hang on, I just realized. Never mind. That won't work because it has a range. Never mind. Sorry. I was thinking. Is there any way that I can use a teleportation spell because it's somewhere that you can see? But I just realized it has a range limitation, so never mind. Scratch that. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. That'd be so funny. You can see
It
through
would be
the
funny.
magic.
It
That'd
would
be
be
actually
funny.
insane.
There
It
he
would be
is.
sick,
Stop.
but-
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
By the way, question for that spell.
Yes.
Since we're talking about an assassin whose identity we are unsure of, that would be
So-
secondhand information, right? So a plus
You would
5.
have
That's
you met no, hold on. You met him in Elturia. I think you were there for that when we chased after
Yes.
him. From what I
Yes.
know, but which means you have met the target, which means he so far gets a 0 to this
And then
first save. And
since-
then we have the body part, which is the blood, and we have a part of his dagger, was it, or something? Hold on, a part of his cloak, which is which those two together add to a -14 to his save then. So you
Picked
will
up
be
a
fine.
broken-
Like,
We picked up a broken dagger as well.
yeah, it's just it only like the things
Whether
only
that
count like
plays
once.
in,
So we
yeah.
have two possessions and one like body part, which is like the blood.
So we'll use
So-
we'll use what we can.
Yeah, it's gonna be a -14. Don't worry, you
Okay,
literally.
so
It's
that
a
does stack.
-14.
14. Yes, it's a -14 to his wisdom save throw once Sheldon casts the spell, because of the body part that adds a -10 to his modifier, and the possession adds a -4, and those two together is -14.
Damn. Okay.
So
Oh,
then,
I just wasn't. I didn't know the specifics of it. So okay.
yeah,
Good to know.
That's also why I was asking, because I have the list here, but I wasn't sure exactly how detailed I could go.
I was gonna,
Right.
show you in game as well, but no, we don't. In game or whatever.
Not allowed.
Yeah, for real. Is anyone else gonna say something around the table, or can we do scrying now? Because Celia would,
No,
show.
like, it's been explained pretty well. Like, Lucian will kick back and watch the attempt happen.
You want
Yeah.
to do that here?
Well, is the room empty? First of all, who's with us in this room, King? Is it just us,
We're
or?
standing on the
If you're
side of the
in the-
street again.
Where are you
Literally
guys?
at
We're in the
bar.
dining room.
Yeah.
I guess at this,
This is somebody's
point,
house.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, I guess
You know what this do?
in the morning, Flowen would have been brought upstairs, and the nurse is probably taking care of him. So they're probably like upstairs. So yeah, I guess it would just be the 5 of you. So.
I was gonna say I don't really care who sees, because if Flowen and the woman who's taking care of him are see it, and if it is the prince, then we got hand-eye witnesses going, oh yeah, it was the prince, he's a dick.
That could be helpful.
Right.
It's up to you guys where you want to do it.
And it also means that if we go missing, then we got someone to spread on our legacy.
Might not. Actually, yeah. Ari. Actually, yeah. Ari's actually would kind of speak up at that point. Might not be a bad idea to check on Full One real quick to see if he's in good enough condition to take a look at this. If he happens to recognize who the assassin is, then that could help us quite a bit.
You wanna go get him real quick, then?
Let me see. We may end up having to bring all of this up to him, but let me go check real quick.
We can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go upstairs and check on Full One real quick.
Okay.
While you're going upstairs, in your mind, you'll also hear don't forget, you can also use this little telepathic thing we have to let us know if we need to come upstairs.
All right, thank you.
Okay. The bedroom door's open. He's he's sitting up in his bed. The nurse is trying to spoon feed him soup right now, and he keeps trying to tell her he can do it himself. So, really, I can take care of it myself. Now, let me take care of you. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. Oh, Arius. Is everything all right?
How are you feeling, Master?
A little worse for wear. Still can't walk properly, but I'm much better than I was yesterday, that's for sure. This body heals up quick.
Good to hear. Well, the rest of us downstairs are going to attempt a scrying spell on some of the possessions and things we've come into contact with the assassin. And we figured if you were up for it, we could bring the crystal ball up here, so in case you recognize it, that could help us on our search.
Of course, by all means, yes. You'd have to give me a good half hour to get downstairs, but if you want to bring it up here, I'm more than willing to sit in on the ritual with you.
All right. I can reach out to them telepathically, and I'll tell them to just bring it all up here.
Whoa, you share a telepathic bond with your comrades. That's incredible.
Zelia is a pretty incredible party member. She's been very helpful throughout this whole thing.
That young lady sure seems very powerful. It's good to have an ally like that.
Indeed. And with that, I will reach out telepathically once again to the entire group. All right, if you guys want to bring the crystal ball and all the possessions upstairs, my master will help us.
All right.
On our
sounds
way.
good.
And then we'll be on our way. Boom, 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 boom.
It'll take us an hour to get upstairs. Turns out the staircase is just really fucking long.
The never-ending staircase.
We got a backwards long jump up it so we can get through this door without needing any additional stars. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Julian,
They,
why is your morphine playing?
All right, so you guys head down, or you guys all head up because he can just tell you mentally, I guess.
Yep.
You set up. I mean, there's like a little side table you can even rest the crystal ball on if you want to. So.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that, and then Leo will go to Sheldon. Are you ready?
Here goes nothing, and Sheldon will start concentrating on casting the scrying spell.
Okay.
Hold on. Before you start on the spell, you need this, and she gives you the piece of the assassin's cloak. And then in here, and she'll pull out the bullet casing, is his blood. If you just have these two things in your hand while you cast the spell and touch into the weave to fill this crystal ball with energy, they will eventually start floating, and you just do not just let it happen, okay? Like, that's just how this spell works. It's, you know, how it makes it easier to look for what you're looking for. And then with all your mind, you need to concentrate and try and form an image of the assassin. You saw him once in Alturia, so just try and think of that again, okay?
All right, I'll try my best.
And then she'll give you the piece of the cloak we have, and the bullet casing with his blood inside.
Okay.
I'm gonna, while you're doing that, I'm gonna sort of nudge Lucian a little bit and go, hey.
What? What do you need?
She's a pretty good teacher.
Yes? Is it... Why did you need to point that out?
I'm just saying, you know. I've seen, you know. Anything, between you two?
I don't have to answer that.
No, you don't. No, not at all. You don't have to answer anything. But,
Just...
is there?
Look,
Left
just...
field.
Just... I don't know.
You know.
I wouldn't be opposed to it, but like, you know, again, like, you know, she's a busy woman. Like, you know, I'm not exactly gonna impose on that. Like, you know, that's just not right. Like, you know, we're literally facing like the end of the world and ourselves, and kind of putting additional pressure like that on it wouldn't be fair. And like, we're trying to watch the fucking ball glow. Like, can we drop this for now?
Yes. Yeah. No. Of
Cool,
course.
thank you.
Of course. But I think you should. I think that's every more reason. But yeah, of course. I'll drop it for now. I'm sorry.
Now shipping's gonna ruin this campaign.
It's gonna make it better. Like,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
can you imagine the next Zelia death arc and Lucian goes on
Oh,
an angry
actually,
rampage
Will.
through a city to like get whoever got her?
Lucian
That'd be
next chapter.
insane.
Lucian next chapter. No.
Write that down. Write that down.
It's especially fucked up if we have to use reincarnate to revive Zelia, because Zelia's body will basically change. Like,
I believe on the document it said that the first time it will be fine, but the second time we'll get like an actual change.
Yes.
Interesting.
I give you the way I run it is you get one. There'll still be some change to like the personality, but it's still relatively the same.
I've already got to
person,
deal with
and
that
then-
anyway,
yeah.
so it's fine.
Okay.
Actually, Will.
Joke's on you. I'm horny for all women, so it doesn't matter what she turns into.
Joke's on you, fellas. All 4 seasons don't matter to me. I'm loving that regardless.
She gets her personality gets so botched up. She actually creates a 5th season for.
climate change, bitches.
It's just the form's just called Chicago at that point. So
Damn.
I mean, it's true. They
yeah.
say you hate the weather, change it. Just wait a day and it'll be different. So that would
That's
be
the
hers
same here.
every season.
It's the same here, yeah. It was really fucking hot yesterday, and now like we had rain today.
Oh no, today was dreadful. Today was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you
I'm
guys are
surprised you've
going.
been outside actually.
What?
Who goes
Sorry.
outside? We're playing D&D. All
Okay.
right, so you guys are gonna cast a spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Sheldon, tell Mr. King what his save is and what his, modifier. What does he have to beat and what does he have to
So-
subtract?
So you have to do a wisdom save.
Right.
That is 14, but you have a minus
low.
14.
Okay. Fun.
I'm sorry.
This can
I'm
still
sorry.
fail.
I find it funny how in character Zelia was telling Sheldon how to do it, and now Hawk is telling Reno how to do it.
Sorry, my bad. In alarm
No
came on.
worries, no worries. I appreciate it.
Okay. Rolling. Let me double check my values here.
Don't tell me he's got a fucking like a 16 or some shit.
Yeah, that'll be the
That's
funny
no
part of it.
way, right? Like that's
He's got like a plus 20 to every roll he makes, so he just can't fail anything anyway.
If he has a plus 20, that would still deduct 4. So he would have a plus 6. So there is still a chance he would fuck up.
All right. So you begin waving your hands around the crystal ball as you activate scrying, and Sheldon, because he is so inexperienced, you notice he's kind of struggling a bit. The spell is beginning to get cast. The magic, you can feel the weave in the air, though you could see him very harshly concentrating on it. So much so to the point where he starts growing like fur on his arms, and his fingers turn into claws as he starts to not fully, but slightly wild shape himself as the magic in his body begins to zip around in uncontrollable ways. So a half like boar, half bat, half turtle is starting to look really terrifying right now.
Nice.
Sheldon, don't focus on it too much. Just let it flow through you.
Trying.
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend to pinch my nose and go, don't do it! Don't let it flow through you too much! No, I'm kidding.
Okay. So, eventually, an image does begin to appear in the crystal ball.
Ooh.
However, for some bizarre reason, it is extremely blurry.
Ah.
You see what appears to be some sort of wooden room. There is light coming out of a window, and there is a figure in this room. It appears there's actually several figures in this room.
You're fucking with me.
No.
You're fucking with me.
Don't tell me.
The problem is, you can't tell who anyone is.
Do we at least see the body shape?
Yeah, like the races and whatever. Like, is it all?
Where?
Is it?
Can we work out light density? Like, if something's bright and glowing. No, can we work out something's light and glowing?
Let me think
That's
of how
the
this works.
Because, like, you mentioned it being blurry. Like, if something was blurry, like, I would still imagine, like, you'd still be able to see if, like, something starts glowing quite brightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's glowing is whatever this window is in this area. You just see these figures. A couple of them are in like dark cloaks. A couple of them are like in more like white outfits. But it's all like everything's a blur. You can't even tell you can't tell gender, body type, race, anything. Everything is extremely blurry, and the image itself is like flickering in this crystal ball.
Well, hang on. Just because I don't have the time to write it, Arius, would you mind doing your little battle master thing of being if you watch somebody for like a minute or something, right? Is there any way you can do that in this?
No.
I hate to backseat, but I'm just saying that might be a cool idea.
No, I mean because it's.
He has to talk to him.
I mean,
right?
Oh, do you? Oh, okay.
Not necessarily.
I do observation.
I thought so too.
It can be.
Yeah,
it could be observation or interacting with another creature outside combat. The only issue I can perceive with that is the fact that because we can't tell race, because we can't tell like.
Oh, got you.
Basically any features about what these creatures are supposed to. I'm getting the sense that like King is basically telling us it's like looking. It's basically like seeing shapes.
Things it's
we're not
super
necessarily
Like blurry silhouettes.
Yeah, I really meant like if they begin to speak or say something, like maybe, but
Sure, we
no,
can
it's
hear.
fine.
We can hear through it, yeah.
It's entirely up to yourself. I just wanted to throw the idea in there, but
yeah. Okay. How about this? How about this real quick? Arius is going to be as he's looking at the images in the crystal ball. Since the sensor you said can hear, correct?
Yes. See and hear, as if we were there.
Yeah. Arius is kind of just like, what in the hell are we looking at?
All right. Here is what you want to know. What you hear?
Yes.
no.
Here's what you hear.
For fuck's sake.
Put a goddamn bag over.
Wait.
It's all extremely muffled and almost like static sounding. Behind all of you, you hear, "I was afraid of this. It looks like
fucking damn it.
It looks like our little friend is aware that you might be trying something like this. That right there, that is the work of the Mind Blank spell. He's able... I assume you're using scrying to detect his presence. Well, if someone casts Mind Blank on themselves, it stops their mind from being affected by things. So, he's probably taking precautions in case you did try to do this very kind of tactic. He's always a step ahead. Damn it!
What a fucking buffoon.
So, the muffled voices... That was... Okay, so nobody else in character talked during that section except for me, correct?
Well, and your boss, your master, or whatever.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking like... Yeah. I'm just saying that, like... Because all I did was say, like, a short sentence, so everything afterwards... So this... Okay, so these group of individuals, people that we're seeing, is definitely not us. So this definitely isn't... This definitely isn't...
It'd be sick.
Oh my god!
That's what I was thinking.
That's what Joy and I were both thinking.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, no fucking way. Like, surely not.
Because we were told blurry by a window, like, you know, characters huddle up, and all I could think was, imagine if it was fucking Joy's mentor.
That would be sick, actually. That would have been sick.
You can't... I'm just saying all you hear is... You hear a few of them talk, and a few of them sound muffled. That's all that you hear. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
I was thinking of asking like one of us to just stand up for a second, but I was like, I can't let Sheldon do that because Sheldon is fully concentrating with all his power to fucking do the spell.
No.
The scary part is there are 6 figures in the image.
6 figures. I'm writing that down. 6 figures.
Just so then, like, you know, Lucian isn't drawing attention just in case, because, like, you know, he sat there looking at, like, the figures in the thing, like, you know, his paranoia of who this, like, person could be is, like, an all-time high. Seeing, like, the 6 figures, the fact that it's, like, barely, like, anything. Is there, like, anything, like, apart from the fact that, like, it's, like, is it, like, on the other side of, like, a window looking in?
It's just in the corner of the room looking down at these figures.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are there any color palettes that, like, stand out? It's like something we recognize from a room we've been in.
Yeah.
So, Mind Blank should technically stop this spell from working altogether. The only reason you're seeing anything is because you had so much to work with to track him.
Gotcha.
So, all it's basically showing you... Okay, I will say this.
It's like high contrast or something.
Yes, like everything's distorted. Even the way, like the frequency of who's talking, like movements can be off. Like the volume of voices, it like goes up during a sentence for no reason and shit. I will say this: you can tell based on the design of the room and what appears to be outside the window, despite the way things look. It is in Urinefold, but that's all you can tell. So he's not somewhere else right now. He's still in the city.
We should have just paid for fucking Scrine Plus premium package.
Honestly, yeah,
You know
PayPal
what
your
is-
DM $10 each, and I'll let you know where he is. So,
You know what would be really fucked?
kidding.
Is if like Arius like going upstairs to like check on his mentor was like what gave him enough time to use Mind Blank or something like that.
That would,
If it
but-
is him, like that would be such a fuck. Oh.
Oh, that'd be insane.
Is Arius's mentor still in the bed?
Can I
yeah.
get in there with him?
Are we able to make out if there's a bed in a blurry mess?
Really going
I'm
with
pretty
that
sure at this
now?
point. I'm
You
pretty sure
can't
at this
tell
point it's
shit.
just-
You can see there's 6 figures in a room window. That's all I'm giving you. So
Also, at this point, I'm like 100% confident it's not him. Like out of character, that has nothing to do with Ari's own personal feelings. Like
I'm
they've had.
sensing a bias.
Out of
There's-
character, what I'm thinking is that it is the prince, but I'm not sure, like 100% sure about that because he did mention he went to that meeting about closing the portal.
Yeah.
Which was
It
last
might
night, yeah.
be that we're in that room with the
But the meeting was
where,
yesterday.
where the meeting is.
Meeting
Yeah,
was
the meeting was yesterday.
Like we've.
I mean,
lost-
if it's the prince, he could be in another meeting right now, or like
Yeah,
he could be seeing somebody. He could be seeing something like he could be seeing somebody in his room that we met him in.
It could also
Yeah.
be
But we don't
he
know that
isn't
for sure.
acting
'Cause he-
alone.
Because he also said, because King also said like you can tell like you can tell whoever this is the perspective they're looking down at this group of people.
I mean, it's not so
Did
we're
he
not
not see
seeing
the
through. We're
windows
not.
down?
First of all, like we're not necessarily seeing through the assassin's eyes. Within 10 feet of the assassin, a invisible sensor is placed, and we see through that sensor.
Oh, I thought we saw through his eyes or something.
I think that's how it works. I might actually be.
Sorry.
Hold on, let me
I
check.
think I thought it was
No,
you
you are
see
right.
through eyes as if you were there, not you're seeing through the
No,
eyes.
Oh,
but
that's a
says-
different
on a-
spell.
yeah, that's for scrying. It's on a failsafe. The spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. You can see
Wait a
and hear
second.
through the sensor as if you were there.
Okay, yeah, you're the
And
And then the
I-
sensor moves with the target.
I could be wrong, but was it worded it not as the window was going down on the people, not the figure was looking down on another 6 people? I could be wrong. What was the description? Sorry, King.
I just said there was a window. I said it's almost like a camera in the corner of the room. It's looking down at 6 people, but you see
Okay.
like you see that there's a
Yeah.
window. Like you can assume it's a window because it's just this one square with light coming through. So you know
That's all right.
that's how
Yeah,
blurry
so-
it is. So.
Okay.
We probably can't tell how big the room is, like using the window size or like the sizes of the silhouettes as like an approximation.
It's not a big room. I mean, these figures are pretty close
Okay.
together, but yeah.
Small room.
But is there a bed in there? No, I'm kidding.
Can't tell.
I mean, one of us
was
could just walk
wondering.
away to test that theory, but
I was wondering how long fucking mind blank takes. It takes 24 hours.
yeah, probably cast it like once every 24 hours. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't fucking.
Anything? Surely I have some spell that I can use to help you. Fuck's sake.
You're running out of time. This thing's gonna shut down pretty soon. So if somebody's got a plan
Counter
to
spell
try and help
through
it out.
scrying.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have any spell that I can.
I definitely don't.
Nothing you guys can do.
I don't. Not now that you say it like that.
Well, I mean, if
Actually-
you want to
Spell
change
list.
the image, but because I said, well, I'm saying you're
Actually-
running out of time here, so I'm gonna end it soon.
Oh fuck, never mind. I was gonna try something, but then I realized it's a touch requirement, so I can't do it. Cringe.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
can't.
all of
I
them.
got nothing.
Nah, me
Yeah,
neither.
no.
Way to
The
not
The
be
most
prepared.
threatening thing I can do is send him a message.
Yeah, no, like
Just kill yourself.
yeah, fucking asshole.
Stop cheating. Let us spy on you.
Out
Yeah,
of
no,
character,
fuck.
the only idea that I have that could work, but that's gonna take too long, so that would only work if we cast it again, is have like a familiar fly around and try and see if we can.
Could I try and King? Would you allow me to use divine intervention to try and unblur the image? Would that be within the spell's power on your end, or would you say no? That's out of the possibility.
I will say there's a chance that it could happen.
If there's a chance,
There's a
I get
chance,
this
baby.
It's-
once per lot. You know what? We like a D100
It's a
anyways,
magical
so-
image. A god can interfere with that, so...
Okay, well then Zelia will go down on her knees, start praying, and beg. Eldef, if you can hear me, I need you to clear this vision for us. And then I'll roll my D100 and hope that it lands below a 10, baby. That's a D20, that's not a D100.
Below a 10?
No. Yeah, it needs. It's a cause it's a D100. And
Oh,
it's
right.
needs to be below your cleric level. But I rolled a 67, so nothing's happening. I'm lucky.
That would have been cool if that's what fixed it, so...
Yeah, it's
Right?
that's what.
Yeah, just the only thing I can think of
Unlucky.
is like, you know, whilst everyone's like kind of focusing on the orb, I'm gonna take in as much information as I can from like looking like, because you mentioned we can see like out the window a little bit and see like the fact that like we're rather clearly in Urinfold.
Yeah, you see trees that are very similar to the trees that grow in the
see
city, kind of thing. So.
How high up are we? Can we?
Red roses. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Joystick's fault.
No, that's
But,
right.
It is his fault.
Yeah, like just taking like as much as like Lucian can see from that, he'd get up and like go to a window, see if like there's anything he might notice, like in terms of like, you know, like where if like maybe in like the image like there's like a few trees like clustered together, like if you'd see something maybe like that outside, whether it's in the distance or not. Just gonna try anything.
Give me a really sexy perception check.
Perception, okay.
Surely you would mention that to the group so I can give you guidance, right?
Well, yeah,
He gets really close to the orb and squints. That's your cue.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. When seeing that, Zelia will touch him. You're like, might need this, and cast guidance on you with
Please
that.
be quick.
And that's a 24 total.
So, outside the window, you see some trees, and they have the way they branch out and the leaves fall. They do look like Urinfold leaves. You see the palace off in the distance.
Good.
You see a lot of buildings like far away.
Okay.
So, this is a point of interest, not like in the heart of the city. It's like adjacent to it.
Now the real question is, for the rest of the party, do they notice anything when I go to a window? Like,
Do
is
we
there
see
anything that
anything in
changes
the
on?
ball?
Yeah, does anything on the ball move?
Do we see anything in the ball move? As you know.
Oh, when you
moving around?
when you move forward to squint at the ball?
After squinting at the ball, I'll get up and go out, like look out the window, see if I can like line up any like visual imagery from the ball with outside.
Yeah. Also, basically, see a figure move towards the window in the ball.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what you meant. Yeah, you do.
Oh, God,
Motherfucker!
that's really crazy. We might need to handle.
I'm sorry. What? I'm a little slow. What are we describing?
Lucian moved to the window, and one of the figures in the room moved to the window as well.
The question is,
In
did
the
we
crystal
also
room.
notice someone walking towards, like getting down towards something while Lucian was going towards the crystal ball? Did we also see anything like that?
Wait, see what? I'm sorry, you lost me.
Is
Lucian basically
anybody
walked
else-
up to the crystal ball and
Yeah.
basically started squinting really close at it.
Yeah, well, you
Did
were all
we
sitting
see
around it anyway, weren't you?
Yeah, so it might like
Yeah,
obscure
yeah.
like being able to see that, but
You
seeing him
see
walk towards the window.
A figure move towards the window. You see that.
Only that, okay.
Also,
Can I,
actually,
before
no,
the spell ends,
yeah.
can I try and make out more details on, because you said the creatures are dark cloaked figures, but also some of them have white outfits. Can I try and make out any more details?
All right, I will let you try something that you haven't been able to do before because you didn't talk to your goddess before.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like, I will allow you to attempt to enhance the effect of this spell.
Oh?
You will have to sacrifice a 2nd level or higher spell slot.
Okay.
And then I will ask you to make a whatever your spellcasting ability is, whatever ability score that is.
Wisdom, yeah.
Just roll straight wisdom.
Straight wisdom. Okay.
And the value
Hold
of
on.
the roll. So you got to give up a spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
And,
2nd level or higher, you said?
Yep. And then you're going to
Yep.
roll straight wisdom in an attempt to clarify this image, or just enhance the spell. Thus, would clarify the image.
Now, quick question about that. Does that count as a... hold on, let me check my guidance. Does that count as an ability check, perchance? Just asking because I want to see if I can give myself guidance for this or not.
Is this an ability check? I guess technically it would be, yes. You can use guidance.
Okay. I won't do it this time though, because this is something that I'm not aware of. So therefore, it's from next time onwards.
It's basically
so
you try. It's basically because the way she talked to you and said like trust in your mind's eye and you got to be focused. So you're gonna try and basically imbue more power into the spell.
Sure. Okay.
So yeah, straight wisdom, and based on the value, we'll see if anything changes. If you roll like a 5, it probably won't go very well. So.
It is a 17.
Okay. It's still very blurry, but a few things come in closer. So yeah, you see a few are dressed like dark. You see one figure's more like a brown color. One figure's quite yellow, and
Okay. Yeah.
I need you, Zelia, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw. Here I go. That's not great. That is a 13.
You fail.
No. Oh, I heard the music change.
Yeah.
So as you guys watch as as Lucian walked up to the window, and you see the figure walk up to the window, and as you clarify the image and you start to make out colors that look really familiar to you. Zelia, you fail as you get hit by chain lightning.
Oh, okay. Ow!
So, if you guys will bear with me for just 1 second while I roll this.
I don't really want to.
About
Wait.
these... Yeah, while you roll that, quick question. So, the stuff that you just told me about, can I use that on any spell to enhance them, or how does that work?
So right now, it's a new feature that you don't have complete control of. This will,
Okay.
I will say, this is only going to be optional at certain instances. It is basically you can enhance the spells of others. You can make this attempt to. So, however, the specifics I am in control of. So.
Write
Okay,
it down. Write it down in your feature list and call it King's Railroad Tech.
How the fuck is it railroading?
kidding.
If you blew it, you
kidding.
blew it. I'm just giving it's because you talked to the
topic.
goddess. So.
I really
I'm
like that, by the way. Thank you.
It's nice to
It
hear.
is
It's
cool.
nice.
You're
It
welcome.
is,
That's,
it
that's
is,
really
it
cool.
is.
That's really cool.
I'm only messing. I'm sorry, King.
I'm not messing. Stop railroad.
It's not rail. I assure you.
Let me go to the beach.
I assure
No,
you.
it's not,
I
it's
assure
not.
you, it is not railroading. So that's.
I know.
There's no way that... I'm still in disbelief.
Two,
okay.
actually.
All right. So.
But it...
I really should
It
have.
would make some sense, though.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm the assassin.
Little
You've
do we
never
know,
seen-
there's been a second Cobalt this whole time.
Yeah, you've never. No. You've just never seen Pilot and the assassin together in the same room. I had spots talking a lot about it.
All right. Hang on. I gotta double check something.
Do I take 206 damage per chance?
That would
Yes.
be wild.
No.
That'd be actually insane.
Okay. So. Zelia, you're gonna take 50 points of lightning damage.
Owie.
Jesus fuck.
And now, because it's chain lightning, I need.
Oh, it spreads.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need
Yeah.
Spaztok, Sheldon, and Lucian. I need the 3 of you to also make dexterity saving throws.
Ooh.
Oh.
Fuck this dude in particular. Hate this guy.
That is.
I don't
a
even know him personally, but fuck him.
17.
That's
for
a
Sheldon.
19.
Okay.
I actually got the highest dex roll here, 20.
That's kind of insane.
It is.
Wait, who just had to? Did everyone just have to roll?
Yeah.
No, it was
Everyone,
Apart from Marius.
everyone makes a save.
Yeah.
Apart from Marius.
Yeah, apart from Marius.
So you guys in cahoots with
So-
each other, huh?
So, all 3 of you failed.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
So each of the so everyone except Arius is taking 50 points of lightning damage as the lightning shoots out from the bed, zaps into Zelia. As your body shakes, your muscles tense, and you feel your insides burn. Before the rest of you can react, the lightning shoots out, and it zaps almost everyone in the room.
Okay, question. Was there a lightning charge on the crystal ball screen? No, I'm kidding.
As Sheldon gets hit, the spell effect ends, but it does turn blue for a second, which is interesting.
I think it might be Arius.
It might be in a room here somewhere.
So with
Doesn't
all
want me
of
to
you,
alarm you, but
with all you zapped, he stands up perfectly fine from his bed. I'm sorry it had to come out this way. Ubellium! And he's going to Misty Step out of the house and begin running away.
I'm fucking going after.
Yeah, I would
Oh.
quickly cast Emboldening Bond on all 4 that got. Wait, can I do 4 people? Yeah, I think I can do 4 people. Where the fuck did my Emboldening Bond go? Yes, it's 4 people. Yes, everyone that just got hit gets Emboldening Bond real quick. So
Alright.
you know.
Okay. So you're gonna jump out after him?
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump out the window after him, and I'm gonna
Okay.
chase him down the street.
Yeah.
You do realize if you jump out the window, you're gonna fall 20 feet.
I would pull out my broom, baby, and I'll be like,
I'm pretty aware
"Someone
of
get
this.
the fuck on!"
Yeah. I'm gonna cast a long strider. I'm just gonna start taking off after the fucker because I can fly.
Actually, if Zelia's taking the broom, can I hop on with
I
her
think
instead?
Yeah, I think Lucian would, because we already have ridden before, so maybe it's not as- And I think Sheldon would be too heavy. And Arius has Misty Step, so
I wanted to do something else anyway, but I have to ask King first for that. King.
Yeah.
Since I have like partially wild shaped, could I now cast a normal wild shape into something that I do want?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. That's all I needed.
is Arius breathing that heavy in game as well, or is it just?
that's not
That's
me.
me. It's me.
Oh,
I'm
it's
sorry.
sketchy. Sorry, I thought it was. Oh, sorry, my
Sorry,
bad, my
bro,
bad.
stroking it.
I didn't realize. I am actually a little bit.
What the?
Oh,
What? Okay.
With that, Sheldon would walk outside and wild shape into a giant eagle.
Oh,
Okay.
Not just a regular one. You just have to be special.
Yes.
Okay.
Giant eagle. "Whee!" And he flies off. Or he actually still sounds like Sheldon, so he's just "Whee!" You know.
Ray.
So 2 of you on the broom, 1 of you long striding, another one flying as a giant eagle. Arius, what are you gonna do?
At first, I'm definitely the last to react to this because like
Yeah.
it just all of that kicked off all at once, and Arius is just like, "What? No, what? That can't. Not now, not now." And then he just like jumps out after them. And I don't. He's gonna take the fall damage from jumping out the window. He doesn't give a fuck. But he's also gonna send out. He's also gonna send out his familiar at the same time to follow.
Okay. So you are gonna take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
Fine with me.
As you book off after him. And yes, she takes off.
I forget. Is it a bonus action or action to summon the familiar? I forget.
I think.
Is it
I don't know.
is it fine
I believe
familiar?
in action.
Well, it's
It's-
well because it's
it's
a
a little
it's a
spell.
ritual. It's a ritual spell, but like since I've already done the ritual once before, I should just be able to like.
Casting time's normally an hour.
As an action while it is temporarily dismissed. Got it. Okay, so it
Okay,
is an
yeah,
action.
action, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then it'll just I'll use my action to come out and then just use my I'll use my bonus action actually to. Yeah, we'll just use a Misty Step to teleport in the direction everybody's running, just to make sure I'm keeping up.
Okay. Lubellium. Use the same spell he used. How fitting. Anyways,
Wow.
just trying to make him really
What?
uncomfortable now.
Gotta really rub it in.
While we're like on this chase, can I use my channel divinity to use Balm of Peace to heal everyone up a little bit that got hit? Like as I'm like flying by, because I need to, as an action, you can move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks, and when you move within 5 feet of another creature, they restore 2d6 plus 6 hit points. Can I do that, or would that not work right now?
It's a bonus action to get on the broom, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, then I'll let you do that, yeah.
Yippee! Then everyone gets, it's 2d6 plus 6, please be high. Ooh! Almost max. You get 70, everyone gets 17 HP back.
17.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh. Yeah.
Quick question: how far out is bro? Like from us, like that we're chasing after?
He moves fast, so he's also going to be casting Fly on himself.
How?
That's
so
cool. But how far?
Away is he? Let me know.
He's about 80 feet ahead of you right now.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna sharpshooter him because I can go up to 120 feet. Because
Okay.
fuck him.
I will not stop you.
All right, that's a 20 to hit. Oh wait, yeah, plus D4. That's a 24 to hit
Okay.
on the first shot.
So yeah, as he takes off, I will say the first thing you hear that whistle sound, which now you realize that is the assassin's blade song that he has been casting.
Oh.
Insane.
King, I
20
hate you.
There you go. That's why
Not
he,
actually.
that's why he
Not
whistles
actually, but I
every
do
time
hate
he
you.
came up. I'm pissed that you guys were fucking calling it like before the reveal was supposed to happen. But oh well.
Well, as soon as you mentioned all the fingers hunched over, Joysticks and I were on like the same kind of fucking wave.
Yeah.
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 Most of us had
I
that.
should have just said you couldn't see dick, but either way, you weren't ready for it anyway. So
The fact that you described a wooden room with 6 figures made it a bit like,
I wanted to make you doubt yourselves and be like, no. That's
Yeah,
not
I was
possible.
beginning to.
We
I
got
was beginning to.
You also made me doubt my initial doubt because all the mumbling was like way longer than I was actually speaking,
Yeah.
so I was very confused.
It distorts everything. So
we hit the lag.
He would have ran away if we let him like come downstairs.
Yep.
Joysticks to stream delay.
yeah,
so
so-
24 does hit, yes.
Fantastic. Then I'll shoot him with the next sharpshooter because fuck him in particular because I need him to get in the bin. And that is going to be that's just going to be a flat 20 to hit.
That's a miss.
No.
Fuck. Okay then. Well, I guess on this one.
He's blade
going
singing. What do you expect?
I expect him to
Astro.
take
I don't know.
17 damage,
Okay.
and because fuck this guy in particular, and the fact that he needs to answer for his crimes for being a bitch, as it were. I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
'Cause I need him to stop, and I'm gonna target his legs to try and. Well, no, he's flying, isn't he? So that won't even fucking matter. I'm just gonna continue targeting him then.
Okay.
It's slight concentration.
I have no idea if
Believe
flies
it is,
concentration.
Yes.
D&D fried. Does that get rid of blade song then, or what are you asking?
No.
I'm just curious.
No, it won't get
Okay.
rid of blade song. I think they mean if they can shoot him out of the air. I mean, he's like low to the
Yeah.
ground anyway, but
He's just doing it for extra
yeah,
moment.
fly is a concentration spell. Yes. So.
So that is that's a 21 again because I'm still using sharpshooter. I'm rolling like high, but like using a fucking -5. I keep like landing just around that fucking area.
21 just misses.
Lame.
Fuck.
Remove the
Okay.
sharpshooter thing.
No, I need the sharpshooter to help.
It's worth it when it hits. Honest to
Yeah.
God.
It is.
Come on, what's this one gonna say? Okay, there's a 25 hit.
That hits. Yes.
Oh, cool. Alright, and it's gonna take another. It's gonna take another. It's gonna take 15 damage.
He's still in the air, but okay.
Bitch!
Let me know when I can use my next action.
Okay, hang on. I gotta keep track of shit.
FYI,
Alright.
dude. Just FYI.
Alright,
Just FYI.
so yeah, he's flying low to the ground. He's just doing it so he can fly faster than he would on his feet. So as he whistles, out of just bushes and trees nearby, the floating blades of foresight begin to swoop in behind him, and they float around him. So he hid them all around the area.
Oh, Jesus.
So you, on the broom, you begin firing out. And some of the blades fire out, and they're able to slice through a couple of your bullets. A couple shots do get in, piercing him in the back. Though he does seem to, he's able to recover and keep himself floating as he flies away.
What a shame.
You're getting annoying. He's going to turn around. He's going to point right at you, Lucian.
Good.
Okay, well, I'm glad you feel that way.
I feel very much this way. He's a bitch.
I just need to... Fuck, I don't remember...
I'm gonna treat him like one as well.
I don't remember any of the fucking saving throws you people have to make for these things. Okay, I need you to make a charisma saving throw right now.
Alright.
You can add a d4 to that.
Yeah, but a d4.
Please don't fail that.
So that's a 23. I was just off an at 20.
Thank God, bro.
Well, as you feel like your body's about to slip away to another dimension, you're able to recover from that and stay right where you are on the broom.
Ooh.
But remember...
And upon feeling that, I'm gonna flip him off with my right hand.
Yes.
Question. Would they have moved 80 feet from the house already?
Who?
Just ask how far away he is from Sheldon.
He's got... Right now, he's got 80 feet on you guys.
Okay.
Like, he
Now
left,
he took
you
off.
all left, and you all made a move to do something as you left. And so he's on 80 feet right now. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Alright.
I was asking that because of the maximum flight distance that Sheldon has.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, you can catch up. Oh, you can catch up in one turn. That's insane.
Exactly.
Wild.
Keep in mind.
Shape. I got it.
Up top.
Nice.
Keep in mind of something. I gotta remember. I got so much shit. So keep in mind he can do 2 spells a turn because he's a Grandmaster Wizard that he didn't completely let in on.
Does he wear white?
Well,
Shut up, Kieran. Shut up, Kieran.
Skipping right over that.
Also, I hate that like you and I both thought the same thing when he said Grandmaster.
Well, all I'm saying
I
is
hate
like,
that
no,
you
he's
guys
got-
think that at all. That's dark.
All I'm saying is he has
pretty
a
hard.
hatred for a different kind of elf, and you know,
Yeah.
he's a grand wizard of sorts. Yeah.
Let's just cut it off there before we
Okay.
accidentally
Yeah.
get King banned.
Yeah, don't worry, it's not going any further than that. I was just
Intense
I was-
moment, come on,
I was just
intense moment.
implying.
Anyways, if I may continue.
Of course.
Please. Okay, so he gets a second spell, so he's going to Long Strider himself, and he's going to shoot forward farther. So now he's going to be about 140 feet away.
Oh,
As he's
God.
going to try and get really far away from you guys. But that'll be him. So the rest of you, you're kind of all just, since you're in this chase, you all just make a move. It's his move and then your move.
Yeah, let Sheldon do his
Okay.
thing first because he had something that he wanted to do.
With that, since he moved farther away, Sheldon would dash, and then I wouldn't be able to attack, but I would be able to basically fly up to him, and then hover above him, basically as a sort of indication marker for the rest of the group.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's about
so
like
that we don't lose him.
he's like 10 feet off the ground, and so you're like a little up, just a little higher up above him right now. So okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Let me check what was the broom's flying? So I think it was 50 feet. Yeah. So he's how much was he weigh? 150?
140.
140. So if we use the broom's flying speed, we'll be 90 feet away from him now, right?
Mhm.
I will. Yeah, you know what? For now, so that he fucking stops running away, or that he's like locked in place. I would like to cast some subtle spell. First of all, not getting the shit counter spells. Subtle spell, summon Celestial right next to him because it's got 90 feet of range.
Okay.
And I'll use the defender because it's in melee range. And and then the Celestial would immediately attack twice. I called the Celestial position itself so that it's on the flanking with Sheldon.
Well, he's above it, so...
Okay, yeah, if he's above it, then
well, Sheldon's, like, above him, but he's not, like, right on... Well, you know, he's close enough to him, I guess. I don't think you can get flanking in this situation just yet, so...
Okay.
Vertical flanking, hell yeah.
Okay, then the Celestial is gonna attack twice with its Radiant Mace. Oh my god, you rolled... Okay, so the first one's a 13, that fucking fails. But the second one is a 29.
That hits.
Perfect. So then the guy takes... Hold on, let me check, make sure that is a d10 and nothing else. It's 1d20. Okay. Then he takes the following radiant damage. 14 radiant damage. Sheldon is within 10 feet of the guy, right?
I believe he is, yeah.
Yes, then Sheldon, you get 1d10. You get 1 temporary hit point.
Wow.
As the Celestial swings out at the assassin. Oh well,
Just watch
fallen
that
body.
one additional hit point like coming clutch later.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, I mean, Sheldon, if you don't want it, I mean, I don't know.
I've had it happen where the temporary hit points basically were enough damage to make me survive 1 extra turn.
Alright.
Then do I have any bonus actions that I can use? 30 feet. How much range does Sanctuary have? That's actually... Oh? You know what? I'll quickly cast Sanctuary on myself. Just
Okay.
because, you know, bonus action. Gotta use it for something.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, then Lucian and Idle still have their turns. Or their moves.
Yeah. Spaztak, we'll have him go next. Lucian technically went last.
I had a question actually, real quick.
Yeah, joystick also.
Am I? So like, are we pretty much, for the most part, for the people who haven't moved yet, are we pretty much like all right next to each other?
I think we are.
Well, okay,
We
so...
all just started from thing.
Yeah, you all basically... you guys started at the house, and he was like 80 feet ahead. You know, that's kind of how it started.
Right.
Then he shot forward. Sheldon's right on top of him, so he's all the way ahead. The two on the broom are now ahead, because they're within 90 feet. So
Yeah,
from
so
where
it's just
you
me
are...
and
You
Spaztak back here.
Yeah, you and Spaztak at this moment are 140 feet behind, at, like, the main...
I was gonna say, I know...
Yes.
I was gonna say that I know Spaztak is long stridering, so I was gonna say, like, if Arius and Spaztak are kind of right next to each other, he would ask him, he would kind of ask him, you mind giving me a ride? I can see you're a bit faster than me.
Oh, buddy, I was intending to. I think you got a few questions you're gonna want to ask, and I'm gonna go down to him, grab him by the arm. I'm gonna cast Vortex Warp to actually bring us 90 feet ahead, and I'm gonna carry him the rest of the way, hopefully right up. I imagine you want to add some sort of penalty to my movement speed because I'm carrying Arius, but...
Yes, so, okay, so
Yeah.
Vortex Warp works, you're 90 feet ahead now. So,
Right.
now you're within, I got a math here, what, 50 feet of him, so, hot damn.
50 feet, so...
So with
I
Long
would
Strider,
have
what's your movement?
60 feet.
And you're carrying him... Yeah, I'd say carrying anyone, like, especially someone, you know, of medium size, it would half your
Probably
movement
half.
speed, so...
Yeah, so I'll take him the 30 feet then.
Okay, so now you're both within 20 feet, so...
I said I'll do you one better, didn't I?
Yeah. Let's see if I can get the rest of the way. So
Alright.
as a bonus action, I'm gonna activate my Blade Song as well. So
Okay.
now I've got a and
I'm
got
just-
21 AC. I've now got 40 feet of movement. Would you say, King, that if I were to attempt to make like an acrobatics check to jump forward using the momentum of like Spaztak sprinting after him, that I could like, you know, leap forward and try to tackle him?
He's well within your range, so
Well,
there's no reason you couldn't
keep
do
in mind
it,
he's
right?
10 feet off the ground because he's flying, so...
We are flying also, so it would depend
Are we?
on his jump distance. Well, I am.
Oh, I didn't know you were flying. I thought we were running.
Oh no, I'm flying with you.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
fair enough.
because you said long stride. I didn't know you were pulling out the jetpack, so...
Oh yeah, both. My flight speed is just equivalent to my walking speed, which is not doubled, so I get 60 feet flight. So we're
Gotcha.
10 feet off the ground at the moment.
Okay. I mean, yeah. So, do you want me to just make a athletic or not an athletics acrobatics check to see if I can?
Yeah. So are you doing this to go for a grapple?
Yes.
Okay, then that will be like an action then.
That's fine.
Okay.
I just imagine fucking Arius like poised up on the top of me, ready to go for like a
Yeah.
long jump off my.
It's gonna be great, dude. I can't wait.
Oh, it's sick. You better not fuck it up though.
I
'cause
better
in
fucking
my
not
mind's
fuck-
eye,
I-
it's going well.
Better fucking not fuck it up, right? This is all this build up.
You know what? Just I'm gonna give you my flash of
Oh, yeah.
genius just to make fucking sure you don't.
Can you do that on a
Yeah.
ability check?
Yeah.
I thought you could only do that
+5.
on. I thought you could only do that on saving throws.
No, I believe it's anything. So let me just double check.
I
here.
mean, I'll be honest. I don't know if I'll really need it. I got a 26, but
That's fine. You're taking it anyway.
fine. All right, 31, I guess.
Okay. Let me roll here.
Yep. Ability check or saving throw, by the way.
Okay, that's good to know, actually.
Okay. All right. You basically climb up, so you're standing on top of your partner's shoulders, and you leap off, flying through the air ahead of the other people trying to close in, and you land on top of your mentor.
Oh yeah.
Does he stay up though? Yeah, 31 and all that. Okay, so in an attempt to grapple, I'll say you're able to bring him to the ground, and he stops moving ahead.
Wait, is he now outside of this? Would that trigger opportunity attacks?
I think
no.
that's because it would have to be him moving on.
Yes, he's not moving.
of his
He's
own
being
volition.
knocked out of the way, so I'm not going to count that.
Okay.
So you land on him, and you already did your blade song, right?
Yeah,
So that's your turn then.
that's my whole turn.
Okay. So yeah, you land on him. So the only one left is Lucian. You're still, a ways away on the broom here.
Yeah.
90 feet, I think.
90 feet, that's not too bad. Then I'm going to hold my action to cast a spell until we're closer.
Okay. All right, that makes it his turn. So you're grappling him right now, which he don't appreciate.
Well, that's too bad.
Arius, you don't understand. Get off of me!
Oh, I understand completely. To think all this time, I've looked up to you, and you've been killing these innocent Fae. The hell is the matter with you?
His eyes turn of sort of evil you've never seen. How the rage inside his look. You don't understand! Innocent! Don't make me laugh! I thought I taught you better, and you associate yourself with that filth! Ugh! Ubelium! And he's going to Misty Step out of your grasp. And so he's going to zip 30 feet away. Since you basically killed his fly, he is going to, with his other action, he's just going to use his Blades of Foresight. So the eagle is going to have 3 going after him. And Lucian, you're going to have 3 going after you.
Hey, come at me, baby.
So let's see how we do here. All right, Sheldon, that is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
That's a 17.
I'm still in eagle form in that case.
Yes. Does that hit?
Oh wait, the 17 that hits. I thought you were gonna say 17 damage.
No, I'm rolling all 3 at once.
Okay.
So 17 does
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah,
Okay. And then oh no, wait, that's a 12.
that does not hit.
Okay, so you're going to get hit by 2 of these then. All right, let's see. So that is going to be 14 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then that is going to be 29 slashing damage.
Damn!
Holy
29
shit.
is wild.
So I'm negative 17 damage. So I transformed into Sheldon.
So you
20
fall-
feet off the ground.
Yep, so you fall out of the
God.
air, so you get hit, you poof back into Sheldon, you fall to the ground, where you're gonna take another 7 bludgeoning damage as you thud into the ground.
That's 17 extra damage that I had as negative of the eagle transformation. Does that also carry over? I forgot.
Yeah, it does.
It
for
does,
wild
yes.
shape.
Just making sure. Yep, noted down.
Alright, so yeah, the blades shoot out, you dodge one, the other two slicing through, cutting your form, and you thud into the ground. Your shell slightly helping, but you still take that bludgeoning damage. The other 3 now shoot up and flip right into Lucian's face.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna try anyway. Yeah, that's a 28 to hit.
That might hit.
That's only an 18.
Yeah, that fails.
Okay. And that is a 25 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Can I use Emboldening Bond to take one of those?
If you would like to, yes.
Yes, I will protective bond one of the attacks then.
Okay. So Lucian.
I'll take the second one.
Okay.
Let's wait
do
until the
less
damage comes
damage.
along, and then you go, alright, let's get to the first one again.
No, once I say the numbers, that's what you take. So Lucian, that first one, that's going to be 19 slashing damage.
Okay.
As you're able to basically swipe one away with your hand. Another one slides by, cutting through your shoulder. As another one goes right for your chest, Zalia is able to get in the way and instead be the one to sustain 13 slashing damage.
You did take less. That's hilarious.
Thanks, Fox.
And then do we have to make the dex saves to stay on the broom?
Yes, you do. I believe. Yeah,
Or is it
because you got
DC
hit.
10 or something?
Does it
That's
say
DC.
in your description? Or no?
In the description, no, but like on D&D's general mounted combat rules, if an effect moves your mount against it while you're on it, you must. Oh no, like, which one went? How does getting attacked on a mount work? For
I don't remember the rules specifically.
I don't remember the rules specifically right now either.
On a mound.
Well, I rolled a 23 just in case.
Yeah, roll with it as well. I'm adding a fucking D4 to that just in case.
Can
I've got a
you
14.
be
Yeah,
knocked
'cause-
off a mount?
Oh, I did that real quick. Shit, my 23 turned into 24.
Oh no, it seems it's only if your mount gets moved against your
Yeah.
will. That's when
If
the
you or the
okay.
mound get moved, or if you get knocked prone. So no, you don't have to save.
Okay, cool,
Okay.
thank God.
So 24 makes it?
You didn't have to roll is the moral of the story. You just get cut. So.
Cool. Glad I rolled.
All right. So Sheldon, you're on the ground right now.
Yep.
You're roughly 30 feet away from him. You can pick yourself up if you want. I assume you do.
Mhm.
Okay.
I pick myself up and I head over to him.
Okay.
And with my action, Sheldon decides. Okay, before I do anything, are there rocks or trees nearby?
There's some. They're, a good 20 feet away or so, but yeah.
How far away? I'm guessing I'm standing next to him at the moment.
Yeah, you close the distance. He only can teleport 30 feet away.
Bollocks. I was hoping it was closer. That's for something later then. Sheldon decides it's time to summon a Earth Elemental.
Ooh.
Okay.
Big ups.
He is going to counterspell that.
Motherfucker!
Yeah, damn. R.I.P. 5th level spell slot.
Actual. Do you need a minute, buddy?
Man.
Last one for the day as well.
That would have wasted my attack, like my action, right?
Yes. You
Yeah.
cast the spell, and he just points out, I don't think so. And the magic in your hand just poofs out, and the magic within you that you used to summon it is gone with it.
My God, I hate counterspell.
Well, I set up a shillelagh on my quarterstaff for the next turn then.
Okay.
And that's the turn.
All right, so Zalia, this is kind of the order that's going on now. So Zalia, you're up.
Okay. Can I do the Celestial first, real quick? Because that's like real quick for the Celestial will just move.
Alright.
Yeah. It's sharing my initiative, so. But yeah, it would like go fly down with its 40 feet of movement speed on the opposite side, where now it should be able to get flanking, right?
Yes.
Yes. Then it will once again attack twice on this motherfucker with its radiant mace. The first one is a 28 to hit, and the second one that fell, and the second one is a 26 and 28.
Both hit.
Perfect. So then, let us roll damage. First attack. Ooh, max damage on the first attack, which is 18 radiant damage on the first hit. And then on the second hit, he's gonna take 17 radiant damage. And Sheldon, you regain. Sheldon, you get 2 whole temporary hit points.
Oh,
Holy
hell
shit.
yeah.
We're moving up. We're moving up.
And the Celestial.
I'm gonna get free. Then 4.
Yeah. And the Celestial is gonna get 7 temporary hit points. Yeah, so that's the Celestial's turn, and then we will just move closer with the Brune 50 feet, so that we're then
40 feet
how
away.
far away now? 40?
How far?
Yeah. You're 40 away on the broom.
Okay, cool.
40.
Now, because I was holding
Oh,
my
you can do
action
your
to get
finger,
within
yeah.
range,
Oh, yeah.
I would like him to make a Wisdom saving throw.
I can do that.
I just hope he fucks up. Please whiff, please whiff, please whiff.
Let's see here. Keep in mind he gets advantage. Wisdom saving throw. That is a 27.
Ah, balls. He just makes it, is all I'm saying. You have to make a 15 or higher. I was trying to cast whole person.
Yeah,
Damn.
I was thinking of it, but now that we
And
know
we
that it
are
gets
really
advantage
just
on
like
wisdom
same brain again.
Yeah. It's how it goes, baby.
I guess, like, would it be allowed for Zilia to use her bonus action to face step closer to the guy and let Edison take control of the broom?
Wow, dead naming me crazy.
Sorry, Lucian, take control.
What's the distance on your face step?
It's 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm just trying to like use it to get closer.
Okay. Yeah. So you'll be 10 feet away from him still, but yes, if you want to, yeah.
Okay, then I'll turn around to Lucy and be like, let's show him who's boss. And then face step 30 feet closer, and then use my normal movement to get within 5 feet of him, look at him, be like, hi, and then use a 4th level spell slot to use inflict wounds, and hope that I fucking hit this one.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake, no, this is not hitting. No, even with my it's a 20. That's not hitting.
That's
I'm
a miss.
crying.
You reach out, and he just says bye, and he just kicks your hand and makes you fire in the wrong direction.
Not the trees.
Dick.
It does hit a tree and kills the tree. How unfortunate.
No.
You realize.
But yeah, that is my stuff done.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Spash Talk.
All right, so right. So just to be clear, am I right in saying? Let me be clear. Is joysticks? How far is joysticks away from me then? We said like 40 feet.
So okay, so you got him within 20 feet. So Joy is within 20 feet of you, and then that means he's 50 feet from you.
Right. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna dart up, just continuing basically how it was going. I'm gonna pick up Joy.
Oh boy.
You okay with that, man?
Sure.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna keep going. I'm just gonna say, yeah, you're gonna need to be a little bit quicker than that, buddy. And, yeah, what were you just gonna say?
No, I was surprised. Sorry, this is like shocked you just randomly picking him up like this.
Oh, shit, sorry, thought you might have wanted the lift.
Well, do what you're gonna do.
Alright, well, you're gonna be more shocked at this. And I'm gonna just, you're gonna feel like a little jab in your side, and as you look down, you see a syringe going into your body.
What?
What?
Excuse me?
Bro's got you jacked up on heroin?
Don't worry, I've done this before, I promise. And I'm gonna cast haste on you.
Oh shit!
So, yeah, I'm gonna use the rest of my movement, which is now half, so 30 feet to get you even closer.
Holy fuck! All right. Remind me again what haste does.
You just get an extra action.
Yeah, it's your speed is doubled. You gain +2 to your AC, advantage on
Gee.
dex save throws,
Yeah.
and you get an extra action.
Within range until the spell's speed is doubled. Oh yeah, I didn't miss that. Yeah. There you go.
Insane.
Go for it, buddy.
Shit. All right. Thank you. And then yeah.
It's your turn
So-
then.
Don't expect drugs
damn.
from everyone.
Fuck him up!
Yeah.
Kick
So.
ass.
I guess with that I will be using my now boosted movement speed to get around towards the other side of where Zelia is.
Yeah.
And let's see. I was originally just gonna hold person him.
I'm just gonna say.
Now I'm like,
As he does that, I'm like, I was gonna throw him again, but I mean,
I thought you were gonna cast Catapult on him to throw him.
I thought that too for a second. I was like, oh boy, here we go. Yeah, I guess instead of that, I'm gonna use. Yeah, fuck it. All right, I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And then,
in my mind, this drugged up blade wizard is the most scariest fucking thing I've
Actually,
seen.
bro, like his veins are like popping and
Yeah,
everything.
he's bulging.
Yeah.
His muscles are bigger.
Yeah.
He's alive for the first time in a long time.
Oh
so
my
as
God.
I go to wail on my former master and friend, I'm going to be like, don't you dare talk about my friend like that. And I'm gonna start swinging with my old sword there.
I
Okay.
love this.
This is
Fuck
incredible.
me
I
in.
can't believe this is actually happening. All right, that's
Jesus.
26 for the first hit.
That hits.
Okay.
So because he has 2 actions, that means he gets 4 attacks now.
Yeah. This is gonna be absolutely fucking insane.
Plus, you have your thing, right?
Oh wait, I get advantage now because I'm like, fucking.
Yeah, advantage.
Yeah, there's like
Okay,
4
yeah.
people surrounding him now.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay, yeah, that was the highest roll I got, so we're good. Okay, so actually, we're gonna do these this. All right. Plus
4
that
attacks, and then you can
is
still action search.
Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy.
16 slashing damage for the first hit.
Okay.
Let's do the second hit. Oh. 29 for the second hit.
That hits.
11 slashing damage for that.
Uh-huh.
We'll do. We'll get the other 2 attacks. Haste. 27 to hit.
That hits.
15 slashing damage on that one.
Okie dokie.
It's insane.
Another 29 to hit.
That hits.
What's funny is these are my first rolls. They're not even like the advantage rolls.
Dude, that's
Nice.
insane.
Oh, that was almost max damage right there. 18 slashing damage on that hit.
Okay.
And then...
Sure.
Yeah, because I'm fucking pissed off, I am gonna action surge, actually.
Okay.
Based.
Nice.
I feel like... What do I want to do, though? Like, I wish I had, like, other good damaging spells that weren't gonna hit everybody else around me. That'd be really nice. Like, I have some cantrips that would be good, but none of them are, like, bonus actions. Oh, I keep forgetting I haven't been putting, like, my D6s because of fucking,
You haven't got it.
because of fucking Hunter's Mark. I completely
Oh,
forgot
right,
about
yeah.
that.
Oh!
Yeah.
I was supposed to
roll,
put like
just roll
they were supposed to-
66 at the end.
Alright, so we're gonna burn a couple of superiority die with this
Oh,
one.
wow.
Bro wasn't kidding. He said he
Just
was
to-
pissed.
Just to, you know, just to add a little bit more damage.
Shouldn't has
That's,
become the master type beatdown.
Just attack. 26 to hit.
That hits.
Curiosity, yeah, 26. Alright, so now I get to add a D8 on top of my D10, as well as a D6 for Hunter's Mark.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go back to the
fucking
hut.
stick, let's go. 20,
You're
wait,
good, Liz.
yeah. 2021 plus...
Fight back!
26,
Fight back!
26 slashing damage on that one.
Okay.
Alright, and then last attack. Oop. Okay, 28 to hit.
Zero
hits.
misses, bro. That's insane.
Thank God for
quick.
advantage, am I right?
Yeah, that's just wild.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. Alright, so that's... This 24 slashing damage on that last hit. Oh wait,
Okay.
sorry. And
You gotta roll
Yeah,
66
26,
now.
26. No, I'm not gonna count those other d6s
Yeah,
because
they're-
I didn't.
I-
They
If you
they were
forget
post. They were
about
post.
them,
If you forget about them, they don't count.
Yeah.
If King has to abide that by their, if King has to abide by that rule, I'll abide
Tell you
by
what,
it.
I will allow
Yeah,
you to
fair.
roll, for the fun of it, I'll allow you to roll one more d6 because you remembered during the one attack. So I'll
Okay.
let you count that
Alright.
that third one. So,
Okay.
or it was your fourth attack, whatever. So you can have
It's just
one
an
more
extra,
D6.
an extra 2 damage.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, you
Describe it to me.
all hyped up
Could you imagine?
on all this power.
like
You rush in with your sword. As you run in on him, he shoots out the blade that was hidden under his arm, the iconic blade that the assassin keeps on his hand. He swings at you, you batter it back, and you begin slicing into him. So why don't you describe it to me?
Let's fucking go.
No way!
Allow me to point out, with the action
Fuck,
surge, he is at negative 59 hit points.
Oh man.
I just
Oh,
felt,
man.
I just figured I should let you keep going at this point. So.
Oh man.
Do you know what though? Like at the end of that, and then King says, "Describe it to me." I just imagine Arya's doing the fed fold.
I will be honest. The only reason I even hit that action surge was because, like, when you told us like he had got up like completely fine from earlier, I thought that was like supposed to indicate that he was like fine in terms of health, and that
That's
I
what I
could
was
wail on him
expecting.
with no issues. But clearly that was not the case. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, he was back
Well,
up to
shit.
max HP. He's still just one guy, so
Ooh, yeah, I guess it was just one guy. I didn't think
Yeah.
Yo,
about
he's
that.
got another 9
He's
spell.
got
And there was like no damage reduction.
no, he's got incredible magical capabilities, but that doesn't mean he's like, you know, he can
Yeah,
tank
wait.
hits like
I-
that. So
I can't actually I can't believe I didn't even like count out how much damage that was in total. I
I
should have
was
counted
really
that out.
hoping
Yeah,
you
that
did.
was-
King, do you have,
I definitely should have.
King,
I
do you have
can't
any
really-
idea what the region was?
so he was roughly at about. Yeah, you probably did roughly 100 damage to him, maybe a little over, because I believe
Jesus.
he was at 55 when you started. 6 hits later, he was at negative 59. So
At level 10! Jesus Christ!
The thing is, we can buff it so much if Sketchy
Oh,
gives you haste, and I give you a holy
Holy weapon.
weapon on top, because holy weapon makes you add, I think it's 1d8, I think was it, or
Yes.
something like that. No, it would be an extra 2d8s if you have holy weapon on you. So if Sketchy does that, I do holy weapon. You do so much fucking damage with that. Then.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
As-
And then
was-
Hunter's
that
Mark on top, bruh.
As a fighter, that makes me
Fuck it.
incredibly happy.
And next
Alright.
time, and next
Very
time
well
you just
done.
have to remember to add the d6.
as he's
So,
just
yeah,
landing all these hits, I'm just grinning. Like, this is just awesome. Like, I'm not bothered by you, like,
So,
wailing on
okay.
me.
That was so. That's so sick.
There's, so at this
Everybody,
point, we
let me
can't
grab
really
the
say.
popcorn.
At this point, we can't really say that I don't kill him, right?
I mean, you're
Well,
just slashing into him. It's your character.
It's up to
Dismember him a
you.
little bit.
I'll say this: regardless of what you want to do, he's gonna lose at least one limb here. But if you would like to wail on him enough, or hold back enough on your wailing to ensure he doesn't die, I will allow you to put him into the down state. So
Okay, that's fine.
John Marston, fucking moment.
you can basically like cut like at like the sides of him or whatever, like where you cut the thighs and the upper arms or whatever, where you're not like piercing through him. Of course, if you describe that I stab him in the forehead, then you can kill him. But
Well, no, obviously.
but
So
I will say in your ruthless cutting, he's at least gonna lose one limb here. So
Okay.
Roll a d4.
So-
Which limb's he losing?
Roll a
okay,
D4.
all right, we'll roll a d4.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Because that'll determine how this looks.
Okay, he is going to lose. He's gonna lose his right leg. It looks like.
Got it. Okay. Fucking hell. All right. So actually, it's really funny, Kieran. You put that gif of Judgment Cut in there. That's exactly how I was thinking of it in
how
my
I was
head.
envisioning it. Just seeing
It's
all the
not-
rolls you were doing, I was like, yes, that kind of speed needs Judgment Cut.
Yeah,
Why-
it's
why
basically
would
to
you jump
anybody
off
else.
that fuck?
To anybody else looking at this from the outside, because of like Marius' boosted movement speed in general, it's basically just like a teleport behind him almost, and then just like
that guy.
just tons of individual slashes like cutting through the air itself as they are just ripping through his former master's body, and there's just like you can't even see Arius' fucking pupils as he is just like furiously swiping at this guy who has betrayed his fucking trust. And yeah, after like cutting off his fucking leg and falling to the ground, Arius just stops and is like standing there with a bloody black katana, breathing so fucking heavy.
I love this. I love this game.
Oh my god.
Are you not gonna kill him?
He just collapses to the ground, keeps breathing like right above him. Why, damn you? Why did you make me do this?
Had to stop it. If I didn't, he would take them all. He said he would.
What are you talking about? Who said it?
It was him. He sent them. They took her from me. And I heard them say he'd send them again. And with his bloody shaking hand, he points at Zelia. Sylvester sent the next one. I had to stop it.
What?
I'm gonna sort of turn to Arius. We're gonna lose him. It's up to you to make the call.
I'll say after that he's already failed one death saving throw, so it's up to you what you want to do.
What do you mean he sent them?
And his eyes still have enough energy, and I'm gonna give you that just death stare. He sent the Eldrin to claim his next wife. He took mine, tortured her, drove her crazy with his spells, and when she still refused him, he sent her back to me. I had to put her out of her misery. There was no saving her. You bitch. You serve it. Like tears are coming out of his eyes now. You serve him. It's all fun and games for the Fae. They think they can do whatever they want. They torture my people. How many more women would he take? I will not forgive you. That's 2 death saving throw failures.
Is this true?
I don't think so. I would quickly cast. We're not done here. I'm casting Healing Word on Florenwaldi to get him at least back to. I would do it with as little power as possible, so he only gets like 1 HP back.
Okay.
Just so that that he doesn't immediately die. Immediately after, I will cast Zone of Truth on us. You're gonna tell me exactly what you just said again. And no lying.
He's finally able to take like a non-blood filled breath as enough wounds close, basically just the one on his leg, just and he's only looking at you. Zone of truth, huh? Then let me speak again. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce the last name, so I'm not even gonna bother.
It's fine, yeah.
Let me speak truth. Counterspell.
Fuck the badgin.
The High Priest of the Eladrin encampment in the Fey realm, Sylvester. He sent his agents here, claiming they were simply on nothing more than a extravaganza to experience a world unlike their own, when in truth some of them were sent to claim him a new wife. And he was going to take whoever he so wished. My wife. My beautiful Evandra. One day when I came home, she was kidnapped. For weeks, I did not see her. And for weeks, I feared the worst. Then one day, I was informed that someone was pushed through the Fey portal. It was her. She was not Evandra anymore. She was emaciated. She was insane. All she could scream was his name and how she loved him or how she couldn't love him, but as long as she said it, he would stop the pain. When he grew tired of her, he turned her into some weak abomination. I tried everything. Healers, spells of my own. I even talked to Mazar. There was no saving her. And he looks at, like, the broken blade that was on his wrist that Arius cut off. So I did the one thing I could to end her suffering. I did the one thing I could to make her not hurt anymore. And then I thought of turning the blade on myself. I couldn't save her, and I couldn't reach him, and no one believed me, as the Fae that live here, they all covered for it. And I found him, looking at Arius. I found him with enough strength left inside, strength for only one thing. Revenge. He was dead on the inside, but alive enough to seek out his vengeance. So you may not like hearing this, Arius, but you inspired me. Although I was already dead on the inside, I realized I had the strength to take the fight to the Fae. Even if I could not get my hands on Sylvester myself, I could force the King's hands to seal the Fae portal. I took up the mantle of the assassin, and I would stop at nothing to stop them from doing this to more elven women. Then I heard he sent his new agent, one who believed she was of the gods, and I figured you were sent to claim the next one for him. So I had to stop you.
That's... First of all, not why I'm here. By the way, can I whiff Zone of Truth? I assume he's telling the truth, or...
You did not see him speak any kind of, verbal components or move his hand. Like, literally, his hands have not moved because of how weak he is. He's just shaking all over, so...
Yeah, it's just on the failed save. I would know if someone succeeded or failed the saving throw. It would be for Zone of Truth, so I know if they would be lying or not. That's what I'm getting at.
He willingly failed the saving throw, so...
Damn, okay.
More so that he didn't even have the strength to fight it at that point, so...
Yeah. When exactly did this happen? When?
I've been without her for 3 years now. Long before you were he sent. He sent another, though the name I did not get. He took her from me. His minions took her from me. Or should I say his students took her from me. And if you are one of his, then you cannot be trusted.
Something ain't right. You've been lied to. You have been lied to. I've spent almost my entire life around him. He would never do anything.
Then why was his name the only thing she ever screamed? Explain that one to me. She didn't even know who I was anymore. Why does she remember his name, his face? Why did she wake up screaming because of him?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No, this can't be. This can't be. I would have noticed. There couldn't have been a. No. No. I get it.
Before you come to anything too rash, we need to recognize we don't have all the answers yet.
What more answers do you need?
Well,
He's speaking the truth.
his truth. There are three sides to every story. Your side, my side, and the truth. If we just ask somebody else, maybe they'll come up with a different answer. Somebody's pulling the strings here, but it might not be him, and it might not be Sylvester. I'm sure if we just ask somebody else, maybe we
And
can get
who
more answers.
would that be?
I don't...
The wife's dead? Can't ask her?
I don't know, Zelia, please don't do anything too rash.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think.
I spared one.
You spared one.
An Eladrin.
Who? Where? Name. Now.
She called herself Elise. I was prepared to slay her like I did the others, but I saw the look in her eyes. And I knew she couldn't have been one of his agents. She was probably too scared to even hear me out, but I told her to question him. I told her to consider for just a moment that there was more at play than she could possibly understand. She went back through the portal, and I let her go.
So you're saying... You're saying you said... to figure out if Sylvester is lying, or if he's doing some just these awful things that you're accusing him of.
I have no way of getting to him. For days after, and he looks like he can't finish that sentence. For days after, I talked to the Fae here, trying to understand who he was. Some of them wouldn't even talk to me, choosing to keep to themselves their secrets, making me consider if they too were in on it. Others talked about him like he was some great man. You don't look at the love of your life that you have known for decades, and believe she was telling any falsehoods. Something tragic happened to the woman I cared about more than anything, and he was there.
No? You've been played a fool.
Zelia, that's enough. I understand your feelings on the matter, but there's no reason for him to lie about this.
I'm saying maybe he's not lying, maybe he's thinking he's telling the truth. Because I know that Sylvester would never do anything like that. Anything.
Zelia, from you, what do we need to know about this Sylvester man?
He's the high priest, as just said. He usually doesn't even... No, this... Okay, no. What you need to know, he's the person who's taught me everything. He's the reason why I have this connection to the weave. Who taught me how to use everything. And he's the person who's basically been my parent for 80 years. As I spent most of my time with him. And that's why I'm saying that it couldn't be him. Because I would have noticed. What?
The man on the ground before you is the man who has taught me most everything I know. And I once thought him incapable of such acts as this. So maybe, just maybe, you don't know him as well as you think you do.
But surely I would have noticed if he brought
We all
creatures
hide. We all hide our demons in one way or another. And maybe you're right, maybe he isn't the one directly responsible for what happened to my master's wife. But if he was involved in one way or another, that needs to be brought into question.
I see your point. I can contact Alice. See what she's heard. Maybe she knows something.
Perhaps. In the meantime,
And I look down at Fulman.
I'm sorry to do this to you. Truly I am. You were an inspiration to me. But I cannot let this slide anymore. We're turning you in.
For whatever this may be worth, I'm sorry I disappointed you. But the man that you knew was broken a long time ago. So do what you have to do. I know I did. He's finding it very hard to even look you in the eye.
Spastok, can you help me carry him back?
Yeah, of course. And with that, I'm gonna grab him by the shoulder.
Yeah, I'll get around on the other shoulder, and as long as everybody else is good to go, we can take him back. And
Zelia will just turn to Lucian. What do you make of this?
Unfortunately, I think Spastok might have a point. But I am also promising you that right now, that if this does happen to be true, then you will not have to bear this alone. We will be beside you, and if push comes to shove, we will deal with it, as we've dealt with everything so far, as a team. But I do want to just say that we should probably err on the side of caution, because if we find other Eladrin and are able to get information out of them, and the stories are consistent, then we need to unfortunately accept that that might be the truth.
So, you think the person that brought me up would do a thing like that?
As someone who has unfortunately experienced the wrongdoings of parental guardians, being forced into exile by the man who I once called my father, and having a bloodline that flows through me that is horrifying to some and worshipped by others, I can safely say that those who raise you, they can be people outside of what you know, and those people can sometimes be fucking awful. For your sake, I'm hoping that this is just a fabrication and he's got the wrong name or the wrong person, for your sake. But I'm not discarding it. I am accepting the fact that it might be possible, and that we might need to deal with it when the time comes. Which is why I'm telling you that you won't be alone.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Let's go.
Alright. Well, let's what do we think? We drag him to the palace and explain to the higher ups that they don't need to worry about closing the portal now?
Hold on. And I would like to cast. Hold on, do I have a further spell slot still? Yes, I do have all three. Fuck you. I would like to cast Sending towards Alice, but I need to figure out what to say. 25 words or less. What's a quick 25-word thing that could help with this?
Shit, fuck, shit. Oh no, crap,
Yeah.
fuck, shit, damn.
Fuck, lost my
What
train
the
of
fuck?
thought. Fuck.
Could
What
ask-
the spruce?
Really long
Could ask
spaces in
for
between.
like a. Could ask for like a meetup.
Yeah, well, very close to the portal. That's like one thing. Actually, yeah, no. Alice in her mind would simply hear. Is the story about Sylvester true?
That's all.
And
you
there
said?
is actually there is a 5% chance that the message doesn't even arrive, just FYI.
Oh,
Because she's on a
okay.
different plane of existence.
I will make a note of that. That's all you say, for the record?
Yeah.
Okay, I will let you know if and when you get a response.
Okay, then after that, I've sent a message to Alice. I will let you guys know if she gets back to me. But the portal, if it's true what he's saying, then it might be smarter to close it.
At least until we have a definitive idea.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Alright, well. Let's go turn him in, see if we can get ourselves an audience, and encourage the closure, at least for the time being. And put the truth out there that the killer has been caught, but we do have reasoning to suspect that there is more going on.
Or maybe we just wait until I get a response before we encourage any closing.
We could do, but if there is a 50-50 chance of this being true, what if someone else gets taken through in the meantime?
And what if it's all lies? Fabrications.
Then I guess tourist season for the Eladrin gets cut off for maybe a couple weeks. But it'll be okay. If it's just a fabrication, it's just a few doors being closed for a while, and nothing more will come of it. But if it's true, then we've got at least some time to prep and plan before we throw ourselves into a domain that only you are familiar with to go deal with this.
And what if they promise us now that they will open it again, but then don't?
Then, despite how stupid it sounds, we'll make them open it.
She smiles. And then just gives you a little head nod and keeps on walking.
So, you guys are going to awkwardly transport your now prisoner, once ally, to the palace, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like the palace would maybe go.
I would assume that's where, like, they might keep their biggest dungeon.
Okay. You don't have to go through all the specifics. It's mostly just relaying information, but you eventually get there. It's pretty hard for him to walk on one leg, but he does not complain. He doesn't say anything by the time you get there. At first, the guards appear to be concerned for his well-being until you explain to them and the approaching Delan that, I assume you're going to tell him everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially Delan.
Okay.
Yeah.
His face of concern quickly turns to horror. He'll nod and gesture for the guards to now arrest Flo and Eldy. They're gonna basically carry him away. And, this is rather quite troubling. One of our own, someone so respected, was the criminal all along. And yet, at the same time, he says it was your high priest that drove him to this path.
That's what he thinks. Yeah.
If it's possible, Delon, if we could speak to the prince once more in regards to their thoughts on closing of the portal. Now with this new information come to light, I think some more investigation is due.
Of course, I understand. Honestly, I believe it's time you met His Royal Highness. Although we normally schedule things after you being the ones to solve this mystery that we have suffered with for so long. I'm going to bring you before the king. Take a couple of minutes while I send word, but he's in his chambers now, and I'm sure he would like to see you.
We appreciate that.
Of course. I will return to you in just a moment, if you'll excuse me. And he just quickly trots off.
Yeah. Arius sits down. Actually, where are we exactly right now?
So you're up across the stone staircase. You're in the first floor of the palace. It's it's like more of like a business center than like a royal palace. There's just a lot of guards everywhere. But this is where commoners are allowed to go and, can schedule appointments and stuff with like royalty.
Okay.
Yeah. Arius is kind of like sat down against the wall. He's pulled out his sword and has started staring at it, looking at some of the dried blood that has been left on there.
Yeah, Zelia's standing, trying to stay in her like very upright stance, but slouching ever so slightly. Seems to be lost in thought every now and then, looking at the amulet that she has from her time in the Feywild.
I will say today has definitely taken its toll, especially on the pair of you. But I want to just take a moment and remind you both that just in case, these figures who have played such integral parts in your lives, they do not sculpt or change how you all will be in my eyes. Your mentor might have been a bit of a dick, Arius, maybe for good reason or bad, but you have become something far greater than he could have ever imagined. And I think having a weapon that might have been crafted for maybe his own gain in time and using it to go against his vision for something that you truly believe in might be the best cause. And I encourage you to take that and use that in a way that would tarnish what he was working towards.
I never thought I'd had to stain this blade with somebody that I held in such high regard at one point. But you're right. I can't keep sitting here just feeling sorry about the whole thing. Zelia, I'm sorry for what my master has done to your people. And though I am still unsure of what to make of his story, and though I'm still cautious about what it means, I can say this. I don't hold any ill will towards you or your people because of it. I've known many people in my life who've done bad things, and they've tarnished a whole group of people because of it. My family's a prime example of that. If it turns out that your master, that the person who raised you, was involved in this in some way, I won't let it affect our relationship or my relationship with the rest of the Eldritch people.
Firstly, you don't have to be sorry. It's not your fault. Secondly, I still don't think that this entire story is true. Because it doesn't make sense, right? Sylvester taught me that you should always be looking for peace. That forging meaningful bonds in your life is one of the greatest joys. And that one's presence should always make people feel safe. And that everyone has good in them. So why would someone like that suddenly turn to a monster?
I've known many men in my days who did not practice what they preached. Who knows? We won't know until we get some sort of answers from somebody who knows him more.
I don't think there's anyone who knows him better than... Because if this is true, if he can hide that from me, then surely he can hide it from everyone else as well.
And perhaps this is reason enough to start investigating into him.
I just wish we didn't have this fucking timer in our lives. Because then I could just go over right now, talk to him in person, figure things out, but no! We've got this stupid fucking dragon cult after us. We're like, oh... Why do they even want us? Like, why? Why us?
Who knows? Fate can be strange like that. Could be the will of the divine, could be just where the path we were always meant to walk. But walk it we have to.
Veilwalkers, Delon says as he tries not to interrupt, but it's urgent. His Royal Highness will see you now, if you will come with me.
Yes, of course. Please lead the way.
So he leads you in through one passage to the left. You walk through various marble floorings. Remember, this is like the one like fancy built building. Everything else is very natural. Though this one has wood-like, tree-like elements to it, there is some, grandioseness to it as well. There's various glass mosaics on the walls depicting the various kings and queens in the elven times. Though there's not that many because they live very long. Eventually,
like 2 pictures?
You reach into the middle of the entire palace, and you head up these very large stone steps, going up, again and again, until you reach giant oak doors, each carved with very glorious imagery of battle-hardened warriors riding through seas of giant glowing flowers. Eventually, the giant doors rolled open, and the room inside is heavily draped in gold. Anything that isn't is still made of fine material. As you walk in and Delon closes the doors behind you, him staying inside with you, the 6 of you see a line of a dozen guards to your right and to your left, and before you is 3 large wooden thrones, one bigger than the 2 on the side. I display to you, Delon says from behind you, His Royal Highness, King Eluvan, Royal King to the throne, Crown Prince Madanax, and Crown Prince Winthrop. And Delon just kind of gets on his knees before the king, this very elderly, long white-bearded man who still looks mighty in his old visage. I understand you are the Veil Walkers. You have been the ones to finally deal with the man running around and slaying Fae all throughout my kingdom. For that, and he waves like a very bejeweled hand around, I thank you. However, my representative here says there is much more to this than just a simple madman at work.
Well, yes. First of all, Your Highness, it is a pleasure to be in your graces. We are, as you said, the Veil Walkers. Sorry, it's the first time being in front of royalty like this, so please forgive me for being nervous. But yes, we are dealing with a situation in which, allegedly, my friend, his mentor, was driven to act out this plan of slaying Eladrin based on accusations that surround a priest.
High Priest Sylvester.
Yes, High Priest Sylvester. Essentially coming along and sending Eladrin into our plane to kidnap people, women specifically, to become his brides.
He strokes his very long white beard. How unfortunate. Flowen Eldy was a good man, at least I thought he was. Though I suppose, when driven to the brink, just about anyone is capable of horrible acts. Even still, he must be punished henceforth. If it is true, that a high-ranking official in the Fey realm has been seeking to do harm against me and my people, that is not something we can just leave unattended to. And, excuse me,
which we are...
Go ahead.
We are in agreement of, Your Highness, which is why my team and I have come up with the conclusion that until we get further evidence backing these accusations, we actively encourage you to go forward with the closing of the portal.
Temporarily.
Temporarily, because in our eyes, best case scenario, it's just the Eladrin do not get to come through for a short period of time until all this blows over and we find out exactly what's happening. Worst case scenario, we open up the portal again and we play our part in making sure that this doesn't happen again by going through.
And he looks over at you, Zelia. And you, miss, seeing as how you have been wronged by Mr. Eldy as well, you, as a representative from the Fey realm, seek to seal the portal off with you on this side. Temporarily, anyway.
In your guys' minds, by the way, you will really quickly, before she continues replying, or shortly as the king was speaking, you would have heard that Zelia tells you, I've gotten a reply. Seems like he's telling the truth. And then to the king, Zelia will reply, for a moment in time until we figure things out, yes. I intend to stay here because I have to. And I've got a strong feeling that Thornwaldy was telling the truth.
Then see, Father, it is as I said. It is for the best for the portal to remain sealed for some time. Not forever. We do not want to injure our relationship with the Fae as any worse than it has been so far. But for the sake of our people and their own, we need to cut ties. It's obvious there is more happening here than we have any idea of. And if there is a criminal in the Fae realm, he'll need to be dealt with. But we're talking about... what? Sending our army? We are not sending our armies into another dimension. We are not invading the Fae realm. We will figure something else out. Delan. Yes, Your Highness. Send out an immediate warning to all Fae within my kingdom. Should they wish to return to their home dimension, they must do so on this day. For at dawn the next morning, the portal to the Fae realm on our side will be sealed, and it will remain sealed for 2 weeks to give us enough time to gather more information and to craft a reasonable strategy in order to ensure that our target is clear and eliminated. I shall do that right away, Your Highness. Very good. Veilwalkers, you have my gratitude for what you have gone through today, and my gratitude for dealing with the worm speakers of the Cult of the Dragon, freeing us from the wrath of the Dragon Truth. I can arrange caravan to have you brought back to Alakara, or wherever you need to find yourselves going. For I believe for at least these 2 weeks, I would like to shut down my kingdom to only us elven representatives, so we may be free of any outside interference, and ensure that no one of any world is going to interfere with our plans, and so that you can get back on track, dealing with, as I've been told, the brandings you each suffer from.
I think that might be for the best, Your Highness. At the most recent opportunity you can, like to provide us with transportation home to Alakara, that would be most appreciated. We'll get out of your hair, and we'll continue to ensure that during the next 2 weeks we play our part in making sure that you're not bothered by the cult again. But when that 2 weeks is up, we'll also play our part in ensuring that the problem with the High Priest is dealt with as well.
It warms my heart knowing that there are people foreign to my world that are willing to grant us their assistance. Once we have a plan, we will seek your info. Oh my gosh. We will seek. Yeah, I'm getting bad with it. I'm turning to joy right now. We will seek.
Wow.
He does it. We will seek your help as well. And note that when the final battle against the cult comes, I will give you my forces as aid as well. For a partnership must be nurtured from both ends.
I appreciate your offer, Your Highness. Your armies would benefit Usanara greatly when the time does come.
Then that is the end of our business. Delan will escort you out. And my sons, we have much deliberation to go through. And they both say at the same time, yes, father. So, Delan opens the door and he gestures for, like, with his eyes like, okay, that means no more questions, like, leave him be now, so.
Yeah, no, of course. Before Lucian leaves, he just gives, like, a polite bow before walking out.
Yeah, same.
Same Z's. Even though it's gonna look all as fuck seeing a turtle fucking bow.
He, like, wobbles a little. Alright, you guys are led back to the main area of the bottom area of the palace where commoners are allowed to be. Someone just... Sounds like someone just fell over. Holy shit. Yeah.
I dropped my phone.
Oh.
Oh, rip.
How big is your fucking phone?
iPhone 50.
iPhone 50, big as table.
Alright. By this evening, we should be able to have the caravan ready, and it will escort you all out of here, should you be ready to go.
Yes, if possible, if you could send it towards our accommodation, that would be lovely. We're just going to spend, I'm guessing, the rest of the day just kind of decompressing until we head out.
By all means. He looks up, he kind of looks up. Seems the sun is starting to pass midday. So in a few short hours, we'll send them your way, and again, thank you for all you have done for us.
I will offer him my human hand to shake, because, courtesy. And I don't want to be making funny engagements or looking like I'm trying to make a deal with my right hand.
Of course, he will warmly clasp your hand with both of his and shake it modestly, so.
Your patience with us and your hospitality has been truly, truly something we've appreciated, and we do appreciate your efforts to... Well, we'll appreciate your efforts in the coming weeks when it comes to dealing with the cult.
Of course, I look forward to finally sticking it to those monsters. And should we eventually arrive at another meeting with the factions, I will wholeheartedly speak on your behalf to the others.
Well then, Delan, until next time, it's been a pleasure.
Of course. Farewell, brave warriors, and he'll lowly bow to all of you before walking off to get things started for your departure.
Hooray!
Then I guess that means we're going back to our accommodation.
Okay. So you guys head back to your little hut, where you can... I don't know, you want a short rest or something?
On our way back to the hut, Zelia would also turn to Sheldon.
Yes.
Sheldon?
Yes.
Sorry for going off on you.
I completely understand. I should have healed you. I was just caught in shock. I forgot my training and I'm sorry.
It's okay. I understand now. I get it.
I'll try
And
my,
then she'll just...
I'll try my darnest to make sure it never happens again.
We'll look out for each other. And then she gives you a little smile and keeps on walking.
This is growth, guys.
Character development.
No way. What's a Sigma?
Yeah, we're just gonna continue walking home after that then.
Yeah. Well, I guess a short rest would make sense, right? Fucking, I'm at 57 HP, so I would
Yeah,
probably
just-
go
47.
down.
Just
You
short
suddenly
resting
take
whilst we
psychic
wait at the
damage
base.
equal to 57 HP.
Not again!
You're dead yet again.
The real assassin shows up now. I'm just kidding. So. Okay.
No, not this bastard.
The real assassin, a goblin pit.
Oh my gosh. So, you guys return to your temporary home. Is there anything you want to do, or are we just gonna fast forward a little bit?
There's nothing on the top of like my mind. Lucian's just kind of like, you know, thinking about like everything that's happened like throughout the day and kind of reflecting on that and just kind of trying to think of like how to best progress after all this.
Arius is basically just working on some of the jewelry some more.
Okay.
Just to try to take his mind off of things.
Zelia would go towards wherever Lucian is, and just, if there's anyone in the proximity, they would also hear this question. But she would go, so do I just not follow his words anymore?
Well, you tell me. His words were ones of kindness and about spreading positivity and making people feel safe, were they not?
Yes. Peace should always be sought after. Forging meaningful bonds is one of life's greatest joys. Your presence should always make people feel safe. Everyone has good in them. And that violence is only an answer when your loved ones or yourself is in danger. Those are the rules I go by. Oh, I try to.
Well then, if you don't mind me saying, I think this is just a simple case of someone using kind words to get into the heads of others. And while these words might have been used to get on your good graces and influence the way that you've become, they've ultimately made you the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. I think that, if anything, just like Arius intends to continue using his blade to then put forward an idea of using it for good instead of what it might have been originally intended for, I say that you take this message that you've been grafted with your entire life, and I say you live up into it into the fullest, and you become the best version of yourself, providing peace and sanctuary for everyone who needs it. Because I'm going to be honest, the idea of suddenly you turning your nose up at me just to then make sure I don't feel safe in your presence doesn't sound too appealing.
I think deep down you'd like it.
Maybe a little, but that's neither here nor there. We don't talk about that.
You're right. Thank you, Lucian. You've been a wonderful addition to my life. And I wouldn't want to lose you.
I would say I feel the same way, and your words mean a lot to me.
What the Sigma?
No way, romantic battle music.
What was that?
I thought it'd be fun. I thought it'd be funny if I just did that. So.
Suddenly, during this heartfelt moment, the murderer comes back.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. Anyway, everybody roll initiative. I'm just kidding.
Already after that, she just sit down next to Lucian and, just average small talk moment, I guess, during the
Yeah,
rest
they'll
of
just,
the
they'll just have like some nice conversation whilst like they're waiting for their transportation to arrive.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna start, as the god of this realm that I am, just start pushing the sun lower and lower.
Whoa, it's moving so quick.
I just love to imagine that
Are
we're
we
just
at time
sitting there, and there's like a little voice going over, like, please have your boarding passes and travel and portal passes ready to go.
Eventually, the sky begins to turn a bright shade of orange as the sun slowly sets more and more. Eventually, you hear a loud, like, swooping sound and then, like, a slight thud. Pretty close
what is
outside.
that? I'm gonna guess it's like counted as like a short rest while Sue's waiting.
Yes, you can all short rest during this time.
Okay,
so.
cool. I was just making sure because otherwise, I was gonna, oh god, like,
Yes.
if this is a dragon that's decided to come, like, Uber us back home.
Imagine, hello?
Dragon land. I have come for your pickle. Anyways,
The dragon lands outside and he goes, this is your Uber? Are you guys the Veil Walkers? I'm here to take you back to Alakara.
are you guys the puts on dragon-sized glasses, the vile talkers?
Fuck it, close enough.
That's
All right, don't be making fun of me. I'll eat you. Let's go. All right. No. Though
They
it is,
make awkward small talk with a dragon, like, hey, you had a busy night today?
you heard about that cult? How they hate dragons? So
Yeah, I fucking hate those guys.
it is your ride if you all want to head outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
So
it's alright.
your caravan is specially made for guests of the king, for you see it is a large multi-seated wooden contraption that you can. The seats are even made nice and leathery and cushiony, and the reins that are on the sides are attached to 6 total griffins that are going to fly you there. There is a small elven lady at the front in a big, thick animal pelt coat. She just nods at all of you, looking. She only speaks Elvish, but she's ready to set sail when you are. She shows that she has a little booklet that tells her, you're going to Alakara. So.
okay.
All right, so guess we're climbing aboard.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Matovia! And she whips the reins. The griffin's wings spread wide. It's a little slow rolling at first, as it takes them a little while to get you guys into the air. But once you're about 40 feet in the air, they start whooshing off into the distance as a cold breeze hits your faces and blows your hair back as you guys begin to drift through the night and travel a very long, long distance. So. The air is fresh. Any storm clouds that appear, you're actually able to kind of fly like around them and avoid any harsh weather conditions because there is no top to this. And so these griffins are pretty fast. Unlike the ride that took you a really long time to get to Urinefold, the trip will take a couple of days, but it's going to be a bit less. So, so a night will pass, another night will pass, and eventually you will arrive.
Just FYI, next day Zelia wakes up in winter form.
Okay.
Of course, that checks out.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes
I was
sense.
trying to look for this. So yes, the summer form saga has come to a temporary close. So as I kind of figured. So, anyways, very well. I will make those changes also. So it'll be midday. So it'll be half a day. But I will say that thing I always say once you guys start to see Alakar in the distance, 53 days remain. That's not
53 days.
52
actually,
for Sheldon.
52 for
No.
Sheldon.
Since this takes multiple days, Zelia would cast. What was the fucking Greater Restoration or whatever the fuck I cast on everyone else to give Sheldon an extra day as well.
So, yes, you feel that you are trying to cure yourself of the curse, Sheldon. It does not happen. However, it gets just ever so slightly better after some burning where the mark is. And now everybody's on the same amount of days. Everybody's got 53 days, so.
Woo!
Way, no more complicated counting.
Yes. Boo, I like
Complicated
math.
+1.
So, eventually, you guys, I mean, they're not allowed to land really in the city, but they land, the Griffins take you right down. There's some guards, like, you know, doing with their two hands, like, waving you down to, like, land in this spot. So eventually the Griffins lower themselves. And you guys land. A wooden staircase is brought out so you can walk on down off the thing.
We're gonna have to go to luggage collection, aren't we?
The little elven lady just kind of nods at you before setting off back home. So,
like, whisper.
Fucking hate air urine fold.
Looking at Lucian.
Why do I have a feeling Ari's gonna get picked out by TSA again?
So we've been on the
Just
lookout
keeps, like,
for
shedding-
some undead.
He just keeps shedding weapon after weapon.
Comically large bag holding full of weapons.
What?
So is that everything? Oh, and this one pulls out a fucking knife from his socks.
Yeah. Careful, it's poisoned.
It's that scene from Deadpool 1. It's like, oh, no, up. She raises his pale leg. Up, down. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. Continue.
So it is midday. You guys all get off. Some of the guards come up and they're like, Veilwalkers, welcome back.
Well, it's welcome to be back. I appreciate you all flagging us in. Don't suppose anything big's happened whilst we've been out the city? Anything worth noting?
This guy pulls out a like a clipboard, like a wooden board with like wood like attached to, and like, like parchment attached to it, and he's like,
"Just an entire list."
Let me see here. Okay. I have been informed by the Knights of Justice to display information to Veil Walkers upon their return via some weird urine-fold contraption. And he looks up and watches the Griffin mobile, like, fly away. Yeah, that checks out. So,
That checks out.
First on the agenda, the Knights of Justice want to inform you that the figure known as Galvin the Blue has been released from custody, and he was intercepted by some strange individuals, including a very sassy human woman and a very weird blue dragonborn man.
Okay, good. That they got him.
That group also
what
sends
next?
their regards to you.
Perfect.
In addition, there are a couple of requests for your attention. One is from Rizoros of the Dragonborn group. He says he has all the information in regards to, I don't know, putting some shield around the city. He discussed this with you before. He did.
I just fucking remembered something. Oh my god.
No, don't fucking tell me. Have we thought about the same thing?
I think we just thought about the same thing.
We forgot to pick up the map.
We forgot to pick up the fucking map from
Oh
Fullwind.
my fucking!
Not fucking again.
We straight up forgot it again. The whole point. Are you fucking kidding me?
I was so blindsided by what happened, but I forgot about it.
Nobody thought about it!
Not a single person thought about it. That's wild.
During that whole thing.
In our defense, the amount of traumatic events happening there.
That's true.
Yeah, true.
I'll be honest though, like during that, I was like, while you, like, Zilly was doing her whole monologue and stuff like that, I was like, why did we fight this guy again? Why are we here?
Yeah.
I can't quite remember. Something feels off about this.
Oh
And
no,
then now that you
Sean.
say that, I'm like, oh, yeah, that would do it.
As soon as I heard Galvin, my mind went, we forgot the parchment, didn't we?
Yep.
Alright, let's get it back on
Let's
that.
get through the rest of the
back
list
on
and then we can
Galvin.
Yeah, I
we can
guess
do something
yeah,
about that
yeah.
afterwards.
Oh my fucking god.
So, you have you have information regarding Rizoros. He had discussed a plan for you to undertake a mission that he is incapable of doing on his own. It would win over his own people. In addition, it would provide the ability to further protect Alakara should the cult make an assault upon it.
Okay, wonderful.
So he hands you like an envelope. This is the mission details here for whenever you are ready for that. In addition, I have a letter in regards to the one by the name of Arius.
Ooh.
I'll take that for Sir Arius for the moment. He's
As you wish, it has already been inspected for magical properties which it does not contain.
wonderful. Yes, I'll pocket this right now then, and as soon as we find a Sir Arius, we will hand it over to him.
Very good. I believe that is all. The Knights of Justice say they will be in further contact in due time.
Wonderful. Well, if that is the case, I appreciate you both for doing a fine job, and well, it's good to be home. We'll have a look at everything on the agenda, and we'll get everything sorted when we can.
Welcome back, heroes, they say as they salute.
Yeah, at ease. All right, let's get back to the fucking tavern. I need a stiff one.
Do we? By the way, in character, do we all know that we've? Have we discussed the fact that we've forgotten the?
Yeah, no, I'm planning on like having us get like back to the tavern. It's just
Okay, do it at the tavern. Yeah.
So Lucian is just like, I finally get to take a drink. Takes a sip. We forgot the map.
You, bro, read my mind. That's fucking great.
Go ahead.
No.
So funny.
You know how I imagine it? It's the scene from Home Alone when the mother realizes Kevin isn't there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Map piece!
Yeah.
It's the 2.5 Men meme. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Well, if you're forgetting, it's obviously not that important. Yeah, you're probably right. The map just sitting back in urine fold.
It's covered in blood in like fucking your mentor's pocket still.
It just blows away. It got knocked out or whatever, and it's just at that point.
Like, due to the fact that his leg was cut off, like the bottom of his pocket was also taken with it, so it's just like kind of flown off.
Fuck.
Some random kids used it to wipe his nose.
Oh.
I mean, if we don't have it, the Cultivan doesn't have it.
True.
I think it's an absolute win.
True.
It's like the most important part.
Oh
So
god.
funny.
It's actually like the part that actually has like the final destination on it, yeah.
This is what happens when the side quest becomes more important in our minds than the main quest.
Yeah, no, genuinely, like, look, it was important. Like, it was important to me, okay? Like, my friend was in danger. Like, a city's under siege. I was like, you know what, fuck it. We'll go handle everything, okay? No one else is.
All right. Well, to the bar. Tavern.
Yep. To the Wandering Oak this time.
All right, you head to the Wandering Oak, and it's not too busy today. Not too many people in there midday. It's quiet, light tavern music. You know, hit my tavern music here, and yeah, you guys can grab a seat. Your mother walks by. All right, well, it's nice to see you're all still in one piece, though you look rather kind of dreadful. I'm not gonna pry. Anyway, what are you guys having?
He said One Piece.
I wasn't gonna bring it up. Fuck you.
Oh,
God.
God.
I'm not even big on that show.
I'm not either. I've never watched it.
You're not missing much.
You know me. I would love an ale, please, mother.
Writes that down. Anybody else?
I'll have one as well. Thank you.
She's
for me.
She right. All right.
I'm just gonna sort of mouth over there and point to Celia. Hard liquor.
She'll just wink at you like, gotcha, you know.
Sheldon be like, nothing for me. Sheldon basically just wants to think everything through without, like, having a sort of buzzed mind. He just wants to be sober the entire evening to actually mill everything through what the fuck happened.
2 seconds, guys.
Damn. All right, I'll get that in just a second. And she quickly comes back and puts all the cups in front of each of you that ordered something.
Well, I will say after a perilous journey of thwarting worm speakers, killing a dragon, and getting rid of a murderer who unfortunately there was ties to, we have come out the other side better, and we will grow from this, and we will continue to do our best to make sure that everyone in Usanara is kept safe and sound from whatever evil may lurk out there. And with that, Lucian will give a toast, raise his glass, take a few sips. We forgot the fucking map!
What map? Well,
Oh, God, it's above.
oh yeah, where's the
Arius's
Walkers?
Arius's face immediately goes into his hands.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Just when I thought we couldn't get any more incompetent, we somehow managed to, and I love that for us, but fucking hell.
Hold up a second.
Oh, we're pretty good
You're
at this.
saying you forgot it again?
No,
Yes.
I'm saying you forgot it, I forgot it, we all forgot it.
No,
Do not pin this on anyone.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You're saying again.
Well,
Yeah, about that.
yeah.
We're not gonna go into that because that's my fuck up and my fuck up alone. So shut up, bite me. Second of all, second of all, Zelia, don't
I'll
suppose
send
you
a
could
message, yeah.
Yeah, send it to Delan. Thank you.
And Delan in his mind will hear... Actually, Zelia will... So, just tell him to give us the map from Thornwally, I guess.
Yep, just we fucked up. We made error. We forgot the map parchment on his damn body.
I'll try and make that sound a little nicer. And Thornwally, Delan will hear, please send map from Florenwaldi to us.
I love how everybody's pronunciation of this guy's name has been completely fucking different. For the record, everybody has been pronouncing it wrong except me the entire time. It is Folwyn.
Oh, it's
LD.
Folwyn.
It is Folwyn LD.
Folwyn LD. There
See,
you
I
go.
would have pronounced it right, but I think dead sounds much better.
He's not dead, so.
I mean, he's alive. Yeah.
He should be.
Delan hears that
Arius might have some words about that.
Yeah, he might have some words. I don't. My words
Might have
are
sword
yes.
to say about that.
He's got a sword to say about that. I've got a gun to say about it, and my gun says yes.
Do we get a reply from Delan? Like a confirmation that he's gonna do it, or
You get a quick
no?
response. We are on it. Followed by had like it's like a separate message that he probably had someone send. You guys really need to not do that. He's trying to be respectful, but at the same time calling you fucking stupid. So.
Yeah, deserved.
That's honestly deserved, yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
Tell the group. Well, the map is on its way, and I
thank the
think he
gods.
knows we're stupid.
Well, I mean, if the cult manages to intercept that message, that means I'll have to, I don't know, put less expectations on our capabilities, making it a bit easier on us, maybe?
Yeah.
Wishful thinking, I know, but imagine they just think we're so fucking incompetent.
I mean, we're not
Listen,
wrong.
do you mind handing me that letter?
Oh, yes, of course. And he'll hand the letter addressed to Arius.
Cool.
I'll cast scrying on the other side of the table to read the letter.
Yeah.
Just
So
imagine,
I will.
I just imagine in the back of my head, just like Pilot, like creeping out the suit, like just reading it over his shoulder, like, "What you got there?"
I will open up.
All right. It's a very quickly drawn or quickly written document in Common, and it's addressed to you. It just says Arius. And it says, and I quote, "If you are some sick bastard taking this name and using it for your own glory, know that you will suffer the consequences for it. However, if you are who I hope you are, then
please tell me it's who I think it is.
Then come home." Signed Evan, and it is stamped with the seal of your family, so it is not a fake.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I wondered if it was gonna be because I knew it was gonna be some. No, I knew it was gonna be some family member. I figured it was either gonna be. I figured it was either gonna be Evan or it was gonna be fucking. God damn it.
What's my
why can't I
wife's
remember
name?
my other fucking brother's name?
Oh,
Holy
Nigel.
shit.
Nigel.
Nigel, thank you. I don't know why I completely forgot about that. Yeah, you know, that guy who fucking killed me and is like setting me off on this whole entire path. I've completely forgotten his name.
Yeah, Nigel's had a change of heart and he goes, "Please come home."
That's ADHD for you.
Please come home so I can kill you again.
Again.
Great.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with that.
And I'm gonna fold the letter up and put it in my pouch for now.
I mean, yeah, by now it's like common news in the paper that Griffin Trueblood was, arrested, and he quoted saying, crazy shit happened, so.
I should have known that motherfucker couldn't keep his goddamn mouth shut.
Of course you didn't.
I
You
literally
ran a fucking
told
gambling
him.
ring.
I literally told him not to use my name, but whatever.
Bro ran a gambling ring. Of course he fucking yaps.
What was the letter about?
My brother, Evan. Apparently Griffin's blathering got back to my family, which means Nigel must be suspicious as well. I'm gonna have to deal with this.
Well,
That sounds scary.
I'll be alright.
of course you will. You got us.
Well, either way, let's take this time now to relax. I, for one, don't really want to worry about this right now.
Of course then. Let's worry about something else then. I say as I whip out the other letter in my bag, baby. Let's go see what the Dragonborn wants.
So yeah.
Let's have a look what Big Man Riz says.
So Rizoros, he discussed this with you before about having a mission that if you had the time to complete, it could benefit the city as a whole, and if you found something there, it would help. Anyway, it basically says my people aren't very keen on helping anyone but themselves, but they'd be willing to show help to someone who has helped them. This is information on the White Tower. It sits in a demiplane, and basically an ancient totem of my people was stolen by, let me find his name, Zoranthox. Or no, not, there's no TH in that. Why am I I'm just gonna write it here. It's fucking
Why is Zoranthox not familiar?
Zoranox. There we go, Zoranox.
Oh, Zoranox.
Yeah. I'm gonna send it in the thing because I know you're gonna
Thank you.
ask me to. So there you go. So yeah, Zoranox. So it was stolen by him. This totem is precious to our people. We're incapable of fighting him on his turf. If you could recover it for the Dragonborns, you would have their aid. In addition, he has a rare item here that would likely suppress the powers of divinity, so if Tiamat arrived, Alikara could be better protected against her.
Alright then, well I guess we've got to try and find where... Zorana... I'm not going to try and pronounce this.
It's Zoranix.
It's Zoranix. Zoranix.
Out of character, I would say Zoranix.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just X-O-R-A.
Zoranix, yeah.
Well, wherever this fuckwit is, that's what I'm going to start calling him from now on. He's got a funny thing, and we're going to go grab that.
Holding the paper, you feel some ink on your fingers on the other side.
Oh, shit, I can turn it over. What's it say?
On the other side is a really poorly drawn map, but you see like a really you see like this just circle and then Alikara written above, and there's like one tower drawn in it. Like he drew this really badly, and then there's an arrow like pointing to like it's not too far off. It's closer to the mountainside, like to where the entrance to this demiplane can be found. So he did find the location for you.
Well, I must say, I'm very thankful that he decided to draw me a fucking map, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't know anyone who casually knows where demiplanes are.
Can't say I do.
Neither.
Well, I'm thinking we just take today for ourselves, unwind, and then as soon as tomorrow hits and we're all rested, relax, and everything in between, we go find this bastard with the really long, complicated name.
It's not that long.
I know, I'm just really bad at reading. I'm sorry.
I can
really bad
teach
at pronounce. Well, I'm not bad, but I'm bad at reading names. Because have you seen how fucking complicated some of these are?
And they're pretty simple.
Yeah, but your Elven is different. You guys have got like really fancy names. It's really cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, I think we go put a hole in him as quickly as we can, hopefully tomorrow. And as soon as we have the relic from him, and we hand it to, well, we use that for Alakara, and then we hand over, let me check the note again, whatever our buddy boy was looking for.
There, it says totem.
Yes, we'll get the totem. We'll hand it back to the big man himself, Rizeros. And then we'll, we'll use, this artifact that apparently this fella's got. And we'll use that to protect Alakara if Tiamat comes back.
I don't mean to take a bleeding role, but why don't we do it today? Or we already head out today? After all, we're kind of on a timer.
Well, I was thinking we get some rest because I can tell that, tensions might be a little high and, like, you know, my mood's might not be in the best, but you know what? You're right, we are on a timer. Let's go put a hole in someone today. I'm very excited for this. I need to keep my mind distracted from the fact that all my friends are going through shit.
Yeah, trying to do the same.
That Lucian will get up, down his drink, and...
Why is this so strong?
Where the fuck is Leia's drink? Alright.
I'm surprised to see you all in such a rush.
Well, I want
want
to go put holes in people.
I kept them on a timer and everything, but we've been running non-stop for a while now.
What I'm thinking is, after we handle this, we will genuinely just take a few days for ourselves. Like, I swear, like, we will genuinely just, after we've done this, between when we decide to go deal with your matter and when we're next summoned for another fucking meeting, I'm gonna go find a beach somewhere.
Okay, fine. You can have the beach episode. I can hear all of you going, we're on a time limit and all, but we should really just relax. I'm like, fuck, they just want it that bad. Fine, I'll figure it out, all right? It's set up. I'm just waiting for the time to fit it in. Apparently it's now, so...
I was gonna say something like, along the lines of like, oh, I know what you mean and all, being on the timer, but I have a feeling that we've been running ever since we got the curse and we haven't really had taken a break.
Well, I'll tell you what, like, we'll go find a nice beach somewhere, something like that, or we'll go find some fucking festival of some kind that's hitting one of the nearby cities, and we'll just have a few days, enjoy ourselves, unwind a bit before we resume back to fucking up everything the cult loves dear. Sounds good?
Yeah,
Alright, perfect.
think that might help, yeah.
Arius, you in?
I suppose so.
Perfect. Pilot?
Really was not expecting you to ask me, actually. But, yeah, fuck it.
Well, I don't feel like leaving you unattended, and you're coming with us to the beach and to wherever else we go to unwind.
Okay.
And then he'll point at Sheldon. Now, are you in? That's a real question. Are you gonna hide in your shell, or are you gonna join us?
I'm gonna join us. But
Fantastic.
I have an idea.
Oh.
The Dragonborn. He gave us the map. Let's make sure that we are at least in that area, so that in case shit goes down, that we can intervene if needs be.
Well, we're gonna go deal with this map first, because we can just go kill the fella who we're looking for, and then we're gonna take his shit, give a totem back to Rizeros, and we're gonna take the artifact and we're gonna bring it back to Alakara and give it to the Knights of Justice, so then they can use it to defend the city if need be.
Sounds like an even better plan.
Fantastic. So I say we hit the fucking road and get ready to put more holes and cuts into someone than they can probably ever anticipate.
Sounds good. Let's go.
So, you're all gonna stand up and head out?
Yep.
As you do, you hear a quick little, like, next to you. It's not that big, but a little puff of smoke and something, like, pops up from the table. And there is a parchment laying face down as it poofed next there.
Oh.
More ominous notes. Oh, I'll grab it. I'll look at it. Is it the map?
Picking it up, yes, it is the second piece of the map that
Love
you,
that.
Let's go.
you see the because the first one had like a starting point and then the line went off the page. This looks like it continues from that point, and this is just a line that runs through one end of the map to the other, leading you closer to wherever the X is.
Okay.
And in the bottom, not written in almost what looks like blood, though to not obscure anything, it just says, hopefully this is the first good thing I've done in a long time at the bottom.
Oh.
Who's this from? I'm kidding though.
Okay, there's a dash and an F there, so there you go.
Oh.
Dad?
Oh my god. All right. Let's move on.
I didn't realize Delan had a silent F at his name.
Oh my god.
Shut the fuck up.
They were gonna hit the road after I put the parchment in my pocket. Well, in my bag of holding with the other one.
Okay.
It's like a fucking snow globe of random shit in there.
You guys head off, so you're going to follow the map. A few hours will pass as you eventually head out of the city, traveling a good distance, heading closer to the mountainside, where eventually... Excuse me, your DM has to burp, that's what happens.
No worries.
Eventually you approach roughly where the map says what you're looking for should be.
Okay.
You don't really see anything at first. Bear in mind. So what are you gonna do about that?
This is probably gonna be an invisible door, isn't it? Let me grab the monocle, I say as I grab the monocle out of my bag! And I start looking for invisible doors and shit.
Okay. The monocle, like, it's like flashing. You're getting like a strobing effect in your eye as it looks like it's trying to pinpoint something, but something's obscuring it. So there's definitely something here in the air, but like you have to like take the monocle away and like blink a few times where you know how when you look at the sun for a second, if you close your eyes you still see the sun with your eyes closed. That's what you basically see the monocle still if you close your eye for a second.
Oh jeez.
Something's obscuring its ability to see forth.
Well, ow, fuck. Okay, whatever's here is causing enough of a disturbance that I can't actually see this gateway or whatever the fuck should be here.
So, any ideas what we do?
Ooh, unless someone has the ability to get rid of magic potentially, I don't really think we can do much more apart from...
Oh, I can do it.
Oh?
Yeah,
Would you be comfortable doing that? Like, that's
Just-
not gonna tire you out, is it?
No, I'll be more than fine. So just right here, like pointing towards, I guess where, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm thinking like more so like just like right there, if you can, like just like over there, like that's where it's fucked up the most.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try. And I would like to. Can I use guidance on this for myself? Yes, guidance seems to work. Make an ability check. Yes. So I will cast Dispel Magic on this magical effect, which I assume is magic.
Okay.
So DC is 10 plus the spell's level, or like the magic effects level, I guess. And now we'll just have to hope that this is not gonna be fucking awful. Okay, well, this is not a great start, but we do still have the D4. That is an 18.
All right. You reach out and you try to dispel. You feel the weave and tangle around your own spell. There is a little bit of swirling in the air. And eventually, you see like a little flash. And there appears to be a very shimmery cut in the very air, in the very fabric of the world around you. All you see is white light on the other side, and a bit of a blue swirling amidst it. But there is like basically this just opening about like 3 feet off the ground, and it's roughly, 10 feet by 5 feet.
Wow. Okay, this is
pretty.
It's pretty, yeah. Wow. So, who's gonna join me when it comes to jumping in?
You know,
Are we gonna survive?
Time, let's not just casually jump into a hole.
I really want to jump in.
Alright, let me find a nearby stick and I'll throw it through and see what happens.
For crying out loud. Ari's just gonna walk forward and like stick his head in.
Okay.
Gets decapitated.
He pulls his head back out and like, you just hear the head from the upside going, I can't feel shit.
No. Okay. So you stick your head through the opening, and you see what appears to be like, how do I word this? So it is there's a rope bridge basically by here. Like looking out, like rope is just like tied to this opening somehow. And looking forward, it stretches some over 100 feet away, but you see a very tall white tower, true to its name. This is the only thing in here, this rope bridge from this opening connecting to a little doorway at the edge of this tower. Everything else around you is just this foggy, cloudy emptiness.
Okay. I pull my head back out.
Yeah, looks like we're in the right place. There's a rope bridge in here that leads directly to the White Tower.
Awesome. Very cool. Let's do this.
Yeah. And alright, so we'll go ahead and step on through.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lucian will follow.
All right. There's no resistance. You just as each of you walk through.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, real quick. Well, here I'm gonna send you. Never mind. You can keep going. I'm just gonna send you a message, King. But this is something I'm gonna send you like I did before we went into this demi-plane.
Okay, that's fine. So yes, you all walk through. You're all standing on this 5-foot wide rope bridge. It extends to the White Tower at the end. And you begin to make your way across it. The bridge is a little rickety, but even though with all your weight, it is magically enhanced to maintain itself. And if you notice, anyone who ends up shifting, you feel like you push into nothing, but it stops your like there's nothing there, but you like it seems you are unable to fall off this bridge unless you willingly like jump or something. So if you just kind of like trip a little, you won't risk falling.
Love that.
Command, jump.
You fall into the abyss and die. Anyways,
Hooray!
I'm just kidding. So you, you begin making your way across. It is a good distance, so it's gonna take a short while. The bridge is a little rickety. There is nothing audible in the area. You can, the only sounds you make are yourselves walking on the rope. There's nothing in the distance. The tower makes no sound.
Okay.
You don't see anyone on it. There's no like top. It's like round at the top, so it looks like it will likely go down rather than up because this is the opening here is like towards the top of the tower.
Gotcha.
So, and yes, you begin traversing forth. As you do, you hear, and behind you there is no longer an opening.
Ah, fuck.
You're now stuck inside the demi-plane.
That is fucking great. Considering that, I will cast a Boldening Bond on. Who doesn't get it this time? Actually, Zelia will ask in the group. I can forge a connection again. Does anyone? But I can only do it for 4 people. Does anyone want to willingly not be part of it?
Yeah, I'll get out.
Thank you, Pilot. And then everyone but Pilot gets Emboldening Bond.
Ha! Shit on. Anyways, okay. Gosh darn it, why does it do that? There we go. Okay.
But I will cast resistance on Spastok real quick. Actually, it's only a 1 minute duration. It's a cantrip resistance, which is it's like guidance, but it adds a d4 to a saving throw instead of a ability check.
Okay.
Neat.
Okay.
I'll take it.
So you'll have that while we're like
Alright.
together.
I'm just gonna.
Do I have to pick what the resistance is to right now, or?
No,
Do I have to pick?
it's a D4 to saving throws.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, okay, right, my bad.
All right. So, peoples, I need because you're about to enter. Well, you're basically in it now. You're in a dungeon, so I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Do you reckon there's any dragons here? I got a 32.
Ooh, what is
Jesus
Sigma?
fucking Christ.
I've got a 22.
I rolled a nat 20 for my initiative roll, so it came out to 32.
32.
You know what? Add the D4 from Emboldening Bond to it, bro. I want to see how
Yeah,
you
you
can
know
go.
what, go on.
You know what? I'll do that as well.
35 total.
Oh my god.
Fuck you, dude.
That is ridiculous initiative.
22 for me.
22, you said? Damn, okay.
I've got 22 as well, I think. Or do I?
Okay.
Yeah, I've got 22.
I get 12.
Nice.
And that's actually decent for you, but compared to everyone
Yeah,
That
else.
actually is, yeah, that's
I don't
relatively
mind.
high for you.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I'm happy with 12.
I got
Alright.
28.
28.
Weird.
Damn, you guys roll insane now. So.
Yeah, I know. I'm
That's
cruising.
lucky.
And you nutcases want to level up? Fuck that. So.
Well, of course we gotta level up. I want to go into
Oh, my
all
6 level self spell slots.
I want to go into
Yeah,
the
you wanna
hells and
level up?
fucking kill people.
Yeah, you want to level up? You did 100 damage in one fucking turn. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Screw you guys.
After
so.
being jacked up on speed, by the way.
After
Yeah.
being jacked up on speed.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, please tell me everything's blacked out for you.
It is.
Okay.
Oh, no, we can see
And
everything.
Oh, Kira, did you
Shut-
figure out if we
shut
could
up.
do the Roll20 activity in Discord?
Yeah.
I want to try that because I've yet
I know we can do
to.
it. It's actually a really easy setup.
We can figure that next time. Anyways, all right. So you guys begin walking across the bridge. I just want to get you all in the proper order here and everything while you begin to close in on the entrance. So, you guys are now stuck in this little demi-plane, at least for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go off to somewhere else in the world,
Oh!
where someone else is trapped.
Oh, no.
Deep in the cellars of Alcaraz. It's a very young man eating his very shitty dinner behind iron bars. Bloody hells. This is what I'm stuck to, eh? For trying to be like Mr. Goody-Goody. One coming in! Oh, geez, the guard rotation changing already? Not exactly, dear brother. Shit. Nigel, what are you doing here? I thought you'd be rather disappointed. Oh, I'm disappointed in you, for sure. But, it seems you ran into a bit of a surprise hindrance. I always knew your stupid little gambling games would get the better of you, but I figured as long as you were out of my business, I'd let you do whatever the hells you wanted. So, do share with your brother what exactly went down in your little factory. Look, I just got busted by the guards and whatnot. It doesn't matter. Some adventurers were there, and, look, it just didn't end well for me. Are you gonna get me out of here or what? No, I do think you need to be punished for getting caught, so maybe I'll leave you here for a while. But don't try to lie to me. Tell me who was there. I need to know for the sake of our family. Fuck you, Nigel. You've only cared about anyone but yourself. I don't need to tell you anything, and you can't get to me through here. At the minute these gates open, the guards are on me, despite the influences you have. You're right. The guards wouldn't let me get through. And he snaps, and a figure materializes behind Griffin. Blade to the neck. What the hell's... As Nigel gets really close to the bars, he grins a sinister grin. Now that you have a bit of encouragement, Griffin, tell me everything. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Ooh.
What is that theme?
Kinslaying.
What's that last theme? That sounded very familiar.
What last
Music.
Thing?
On the last theme, sorry.
Oh.
It sounded very familiar.
It's from Diablo 3. It's the
Wouldn't have got it then.
I never
It's just
played
something
it.
about it. Yeah, me neither.
It's my favorite game.
My favorite game.
Yeah. Boys,
Another good session.
thanks for a
Yes,
great
boys.
session.
Session.
Yeah,
No
dude.
worries.
That's
Thank
fucking
you
sick.
for a great session.
Yeah, dude, thanks, man. I definitely like, yeah. Yeah, man.
I have been
Yeah, man.
holding on to that
Thank you for
reveal
more-
quite some time.
More trouble.
No.
More
I'll be
trauma.
honest, I was
More trauma.
So it was really funny too because like when I made Arius, I originally was actually gonna make like a whole thing for Full Win as well, but I didn't end up sending anything to King because I just got distracted by I just got distracted by other things. So at first, when the reveal happened that he was the assassin, at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, and then we actually got to the backstory and why it all happened. I was like, never mind, this is fucking sick. This is so much better than anything I could have come up with. Are you fucking kidding me?
I've been crafting it for a while.
Insane.
Yeah,
that was so good.
Because I'm like, okay, because yeah, in Zelia's backstory, there's this assassin, and he just says doesn't like me, hates me for some reason, and I'm like, okay, what can I do with this? And then I'm like, well, it would be a lot more interesting if it's someone we met and, have some regard for or whatever. But it's so lame if I just say, oh, yeah, the guy that's in your backstory that you're really close to, he's just evil because. That's not fun either. So how can I make him do, and most villains aren't, there's a few that are just evil because they're evil or whatever. But that's mostly like creatures from the underworld because they live like that. So if it's someone, who's an elf or any humanoid, what can what happened or what's the cause that makes him this way? So, it's not all... I was hoping, because I'm like, as they're just wailing on him, I'm like, fuck, they're just going to kill him, and I'm not going to get to have him explain anything of why he's doing this. Not saying that it should make him forgivable, but just so okay, he's not, evil, he's just, completely snapped, basically. So...
Yeah, bro's crazy.
Because I've been crafting this for a while. I'm like, okay, yeah, he's the guy... But why is he doing this? And as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, okay, here's how we do this. All right. So I'm glad
great connection.
I'm glad it hit.
Very, very well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah.
More trauma.
No,
King likes trauma. There wasn't even. I just did that combat theater of mind too, because I'm like, you know what? I think I can get away with it since I only have one antagonist.
I'm loving theater of mind combat. It's been fantastic.
Thank you.
It is good.